that way, so we can capture some of this. So, as I was saying, I mean, you guys know and have tried to sort of deduce and failed to deduce. The passage of time in the planes is very different than how it passes in the um, in the prime material plane. So when you get back, you one of the first things you ask is how long has passed, and it has been a while, close to 2 months. You guys are rolling into the early seasons of spring, and as you approach Drezen, you see many things. But one of the things that you see that sort of gives many of you, sort of heartens many of you, is that the fields outside of Drezen are being cultivated in the spring. So it's certainly not, you certainly don't see farms yet, but you see groups of people, mostly men, coming out of the city and clearing the land of the stunted trees and turning over the reddish dust, digging irrigation ditches to bring water, from the Selen River, across the way to Drezen and down below, looking, dowsing for springs and all kinds of things like that, and trying to sort of make the ground of the northeastern world wound sprout again, and become a place where people can live. Dresden seems bigger, even more so than when you were last here. There seem to be more people, more shops, more people on the street, and as you enter the city, everyone recognizes you, and there's people tipping their hats, coming up, clapping you on the shoulder, and that kind of stuff, and calling you by name. I mean, you guys are recognized by people that you've never seen before, and it's obvious that a lot of that the things that you have been doing have been talked about here in Dresden. You're obviously welcome back to the city with open arms. You meet with you meet with King Harlekar, you meet with Geyer, you meet with the half orc woman who's the marshal of Dresden now, and you get debriefs, and like most of the debriefing sessions that you deal with, everybody sort of sits around on one end of the table, and you guys sit around the other end of the table, and you sort of matter-of-factly roll out, we did this, we did that, and with every passing paragraph, the people on the other end of the table who have been at Dresden, their jaws continue to drop further when they realize the things that you guys are doing out in the field to sort of fight from behind the lines against the whirlwind. And they'll tell you that, frankly, it's been a couple of weeks since they've seen any demons on the horizon. There seems to be a feeling of victory, of safety here, that is at once welcoming and at the same time seems to make you a little nervous. Like they're unprepared. Nobody's ready. Something bad could happen, and they'll be unready for it. So before we get started, so the Herald of Ioba is washing his sky whale. You can hear him in the distance, making whale noises in the sky.
He loves him to rub under his flipper.
He gives a little scritch there. So some of you have already told me the sort of things that you've been doing in the city or outside of the city for several of you. Obviously, the first thing back after a day or two, Flashheart did take Skyway and departed. And he was gone several days before he returned. Having traveled around quite a bit of Mendev, and over.
I came back with a really good tan and some jorts.
That's right. Classic Herald wear. He's putting up a new thing.
Yeah.
But
it has some mead for everybody. I picked up.
Yep. Lothar, after as he spends just as much time in the city as is required, and then he disappears out into the hinterlands, as does Ferrado, who disappears into the wider world. For the rest of you who stay in, who didn't necessarily give me any specific specific instructions as to what you might be doing during, the first week or so that you guys are back in Drezen. Does anybody have anything specific that they want to talk about?
I go away after a couple of days.
Okay.
I'm going to work on making stuff. I kind of wanted to get a feel for where we're going next, though, just to kind of prep what I wanted to make, what might be more important. So,
well, you don't know. I mean, the world wound is still open, and there are still demons passing in and out. You're not sure what you have to do. With Baphomet, sort of killed, the next steps are a little bit up in the air. Queen Galfrey is fighting in the south of the world wound, and does not come back to debrief. So messengers are sent to tell her that you guys have returned, what has transpired while you guys were in the abyss, but no orders come back from her. So you're not 100% sure what it is that you guys will be doing from that point of view. Certainly something, and probably taking the fight to one or more of the demons that are still out there. I think more than anything, if you consult your book and that kind of stuff, I think what you'll see is that while Baphomet and his legions formed a significant part of the world wound armies, the reality is he wasn't the only demon prince out there. There's another, Discari, who is a demon prince of insects, and what you can learn is that it was Discari's idea ultimately, and was Discari's minions who actually built the world wound. Arilu Vorlesh, who you guys have had some contact's too strong a word, but her name has come up on a couple of occasions as being Discari's senior most commander, and it was Discari's minions who actually opened the world wound. Baphomet was a bit of a Johnny come lately when it came to joining the fight, but it was really Discari's job, and he's still alive. I should say, it's still alive, out there somewhere. You have heard some rumors from distant patrols, people coming back here, representatives of the Queen, who have said that the fighting in the south has been quite significant, quite severe, and that Baphomet may be dead, but certainly the armies of Discari have not given up anything, and they're fighting as hard or harder as they ever have. So, I mean, there's still a fight going on, but it does seem to you that at least to a certain extent, those tables are beginning to turn.
Does the land seem to recover at all from our progress here?
To a certain extent, when you got here, and I mentioned it before you jumped on, there's, we're starting, it's starting to be springtime, and a lot more, there's more people in Drezen, and a lot of those people seem to be farmers, because as you guys approach, when you're sent back by Nocticula after the battle with Baphomet, you can see people out in the fields, digging irrigation ditches, plowing the reddish dirt to bring up soil that's dug underneath, clearing the twisted scrub trees and branches and weeds out to make room for farms, and they're cutting borders and that kind of stuff, planting hedges, and that activity is going on. So yeah, you do feel like the borders of Drezen are beginning to expand, and a lot of it is, some of that land is farming. Now, admittedly, a lot of those farms are going to be pointed towards the east. That's the direction of the Selen River. It's more, it's the direction of Mendev, and it's going to be more wholesome than to the southwest, frankly. So a lot of that, but still, there are some people that are saying, there's always those guys that go out there and say, I'm going to pick the hardest fucking job I can, and that's going to be my farm. I'm going to do that. So there are people that are moving out into what a year ago would have been contested world wound territory, and sort of checking out the soil, expanding drainage ditches, trying to figure out how to bring it back. Yeah.
Okay. Are you asking what people are doing? The only thing I'm doing beyond my Skywell activities was spending a little time in the local chapel, Just
Okay.
communing with my god to understand what she wants from her herald. And also, what's the name of the spirit of Drezen that happens to stand in the hall?
The Sword of Valor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the Sword of Valor, I mean, now so basically whenever you deal with creatures that are of Iomedae, they do not refer to you as Flashheart or Lord Flashheart or anything like that anymore. It is Herald or the Herald. So whatever your feelings about taking on that mantle, as far as Iomedae's guys are concerned, that boat sailed. You're the guy. So they are now referring to you that. Yeah, so it might be a little uncomfortable at first. And also certainly there's a little bit when you enter the Iomedaean temples, which frankly are quite well populated, and there are priests of Iomedae here and that kind of stuff, soldiers, priests, and things like that. When you enter into those temples, it's like everybody shuts up. And they're like, that's not, no, he's here. See, that's radiance. He bears radiance on his hip, that kind of thing. And you can hear them whispering, but it's a bit off-putting at first, and it's a little difficult for you. I mean, you're as a person, you're used to heading down to the nearby pub and hoisting a few ales with the gents from Geyer's crew, but that doesn't happen anymore, man. People are a little bit nervous to come around you. I mean, not everybody. Obviously, people you've known before are like, "Hey, Flashheart, what's going on? Flashy boy, what's happening?"
Right,
But,
guys? Right? You don't treat me any different, right?
I can see you saying, my name's not Harold.
Yeah.
I call you Hal.
Hal, Harry.
Gato, I put in chat a second you head off a couple days. We assume you're just trying to find a fence for all your ill-gotten goods you were able to squirrel away.
It always amazes me how many parties put Don in charge of the party booty list. It just fries me every time. It's like everybody sort of gets together and without even words, just says, let's pick the most larcenous person we know.
Yeah, let's pick
put
Lord
them in
Enron
charge.
over there. Lord Enron,
Yeah.
we'll watch the money.
Trust
Do we
me.
all need a perception check to see what we're missing, Les?
Yeah.
We'll get back to Drezen.
It's a DC 5, and it's almost, and the answer is almost everything.
You're naked.
Yeah, it's like, where's all my shit? So yeah, to your point earlier, Gordon, there's no real indication of what comes next. I mean, you can sort of feel that something's coming, but you're not sure what it is. And frankly, as the more you stay in Drezen, the more sort of comfortable you get, right? I mean, it seems like, hey, we beat Baphomet, man. It's time to enjoy life, that kind of stuff. And that goes on for several days, those of you who leave find yourself being drawn back towards Drezen just to check on things and things of that nature. And about
The smell of demon gore off our bodies would probably be
oh yeah, hot baths all around. Is that what you want?
burn all the clothes that aren't magical.
Yeah, the obviously the pubs of Drezen are open to you. It's hard to buy a drink in this town. When you debrief the senior management here and Harlakar and those guys, I mean, they're flummoxed. They don't know what to say. So in some cases they go and they send their priests away to try and ask the gods, is this true? I mean, it's not like they're questioning you, but they're thinking, surely these guys did not witness and participate in the destruction of a well-known demon prince. But invariably, when the priests come back, they're like, yeah, Baphomet is gone. The abyss is in turmoil. There's power struggles breaking out all along Baphomet's plains as his senior most minions try to figure out who's going to take his place.
There's whispers of a shadowy caravan guard trying to take his territory. Who can it be? Who can unmask this man?
So go ahead.
I'm just gonna. What I'm not. I'll do any charitable or holy things I can do to comfort the people who might be inspired by said herald. Other than that, I'm just going to stare into the middle distance whenever I can. Stand on a battlement and stare into the middle distance.
Like
my
putty.
cloak flap in the wind.
Well, and you end up probably talking a little bit with Radiance as well. So there's that. That kind of stuff. Anybody
Radio talk
else?
now, guys?
Oh yeah, yeah. So let's go there. All of you, I hope, have read the emails that I've sent you. Is there anything that you wish to share with people? I'm certainly, in certain cases, appearances have changed, and if you don't bring them up, I will. So we'll talk about that. Let's go with Don first. Does Gatto have anything that he wants to share?
Well, yeah, Gatto has a couple of things before he goes away. On day one,
Okay.
being very business minded, we did bring back a couple of items. Does anyone have a list of the party booty that we brought back, and will they be taking care of splitting things up?
I think Gordon covers our party.
Yeah, Gordon,
Pardon
you got that, don't you?
Yeah, hang on, I'm having some internet stability issues here, guys. Give me a minute.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
see,
I have
we
a
didn't-
semi-official list, and I want to see if there's anything.
We didn't pick Don.
No,
We
you
didn't
guys did
pick
not pick
Gatto.
Don.
We picked Gordon.
Is there something in particular?
That
you're
was
talking
smart.
about, Gatto?
No.
Well, okay, so there were like bracers of physical perfection +4. Now, I'm not expecting any of these, but this is what I took note of.
These are the things he hasn't already stolen
There were,
that now he wants to put in as his lottery.
I was going to say, is any of this stuff that any of us know about except for Gatto?
You've got the list, right?
do you have bracers with physical perfection +4 on it?
I've
Trap
got
code.
I
do
don't
not
remember ever hearing
see
about
that.
those.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
don't
heard about
remember
those.
seeing that either. I've got +2 armor bracers, but that's from before. And
So
I'm cutting
now
it
we
down.
know that you have.
Okay, well,
4 braces.
here I stumbled across these. These are bracers of physical perfection +4.
Dan, maybe you should just hold him upside down. Your Fletcher should just hold him upside down with your Glabrezu arm and just shake him until things come tumbling out of his pockets.
Did you
Now,
just say
that
you
wouldn't be very
stumbled
nice.
across-
That's
I'm
true.
sharing everything with you guys.
I appreciate it.
2 sets of Masterwork Elven Chain.
Where'd we get that from?
I found them.
That's not to ask.
Yeah, probably on elves.
This is a list that I've kept myself, I realize, but I'm sharing it with all of you now.
Very kind.
A circlet.
Wait a minute, I got-
of,
I
pardon?
only got the bracers. Down. My internet's going crazy. So I got bracers, physical protection +4. What was after that?
Physical perfection, not protection.
Wait, is it charisma bonus?
I'm going to have to reboot my computer.
Okay, I'm gonna put them in the chat.
I'm going to have to reboot my connection, guys. It's
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
cool
Okay.
with that. Yeah.
What's physical perfection? Is that a plus to con and
Sort of
Flex,
looks
or-
like this.
I think it's con, dex, and strength.
oh really? All 3 of the physical stats.
Yeah.
Well, that's freaking awesome. I mean, Lothar doesn't want it, of course, but it's still freaking awesome.
Lothar's delicious all his own way.
Yes.
Oh, the tuning fork. I forgot about that. So yeah, the tuning fork might not work anymore.
Well, right. But I found it. I'm sharing it.
Well, it's sort of it was a side effect of some of the things that have happened in the abyss subsequent to you acquiring it.
That plane no longer exists because Baphomet's dead.
Oh,
Yeah, it might be a problem there.
Yeah.
There was a series of statues that we collected and then left them on a desk. Here they are.
Oh yeah.
Didn't all those radiate evil though? According to our friendly neighborhood Herald.
Yes.
Indeed, yes.
So that we can set those up for destruction.
Did you guys bring them back?
No,
did.
Gatto brought them back.
Got them. Got record. All right.
We left them there. We left
I
them there to be
did.
destroyed with the plane.
After we used them to open the gates, they put them on this desk. I'm like, okay.
There's a new pub in Drezen called Gatto's, and it's there's a bunch of evil statues as decor around the place. Hey, I recognize those.
Guy was like, "Hey guys, I was just walking around outside Drezen, and a cart went by, and it bumped off his box, and all the stuff fell out of it."
Fell off a cart.
Fell off a cart.
Okay. For the record, you guys did not know I had any of this, and I just shared it with you. Okay.
For the record,
Dad, you
we
sound
didn't
so
know-
much like a politician.
For the record, we didn't know you had any of it, and you just shared something.
Something, some of what you found.
It is not necessarily all of it.
He's got a
I
sugar
can
mama,
I
though,
can promise
so.
you I didn't find less than this.
Right.
Yeah, you're not coughing up magic items that you stole from before to sort of pad it out.
And you didn't find any of this. You stole it.
Well, they're the people that he stole it
No.
from aren't using it anymore.
Yeah. I
He
wanted
was-
it more.
he's upcycling it. Yeah.
Upcycling.
All right. So one thing that you might notice about Gatto is it's not so much about Gatto. Gatto looks the same. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My grandfather's blade that I've been carrying around for a long time. It's not always out. I do have a glove of storing where I keep it, but when you do see it, it definitely has a different appearance to it. It's got the mark of Nocticula on it, but it also how did you state it?
It was like stained and pitted in certain places, like it had been subjected to
Scored and
acid.
stained with the essence of Baphomet. She asked for my blade and drove it into his remains, I think.
She told you guys to when his remains were there, the bubbling essence of Demon Prince was in the.
Yeah.
She had captured it into a big stone bowl, and she asked 3 of you to step forward and dip things in it. One of them was Gatto, dip your blade. Fletcher dipped his Glabrazu hand in it, and I believe Storm dipped a single claw into it.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I dip this out.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
so it's
3
still an elven blade that I carry, but it definitely looks different.
let me shorten that for you. You desecrated your grandfather's blade.
Yeah.
Enhanced.
And
Enhanced.
granddad is now spinning in his grave like a perpetual motion machine.
He's still
His
alive.
granddad was as corrupt as Gatto
He's
is.
still alive. Probably died of shame at this point.
I was gonna
He's
say
still
maybe
alive.
that or he dropped dead of shame the minute you desecrated the sacred family heirloom with your evil.
You just missed Don being busted on Gordon, so the usual.
Yeah, the usual has happened.
All right, so Don's blade has changed somewhat. Chuck, what about you? Is there something different about your appearance, or something new about you that you could share that people would notice when you
Yeah, well,
return from
Yeah, I was
wherever
gonna
you
say,
get?
Lothar would have been gone for about a week out off in the woods and doing his normal thing. But when he comes back, he has a new friend. He went and took care of the proper burial of Siggy, who was killed by an earthworm. And now he has a black raven.
Astrid, huh?
And yeah, and he'll introduce it to everyone. This is Astrid, and Astrid, this is everyone.
So does Astrid talk?
Yes, ravens can mimic speech.
Right.
And so far, Lothar has taught Astrid that phrase. Now, that phrase is supposed to come out when he's introduced to Storm. Storm's technically not here yet, but you're welcome. Again, ravens are very smart. Sometimes they can be stubborn. So it's not as if I control her speech patterns. She can say that whenever she wants.
Okay, when I'm gone, Storm can't slap me.
It's a multiplanar slap across.
No, it's not.
Throughout the dimensions of time, the hand of fate reaches out and here's a raven say, "Oh, pretty dragon."
The other thing, when he comes back from his little sabbatical thing, he would probably want to talk to everyone, but specifically to Gordon. I'm sorry, where's your character name?
Bardos?
No, Bardos, to Bardos, because he's our brain.
Mhm.
So he'll tell Bardos and then literally everyone else who's in the area that he spent some time speaking with celestial entities and that they warned him that there is an army gathering from the south and that Drezen is in peril.
This
He'll
Drezen?
tell this Drezen
Shit.
is in danger from an army that's gathering to the south. No, there
Here we go
two
again.
there, yeah, exactly. There are two things, yeah, and of course Lothar gets to be the bearer of bad news always. There are two things. One, he can tell you that Aponivicius is their general, and I believe we've heard that name before.
Aponivicius was the commander, or well, the demonic commander of Drezen before you guys liberated Drezen from those dwarves that were in charge of it,
Right.
the turncoat dwarves.
So he's the one that's in charge of the army to the south. The second and more disturbing thing is that I've been told that they will attack, and I'll tell you specifically exactly what the entities told me so that we can try to sort it out together. It says they will attack from the air, from the ground, but also via their secret. So they said that they have a secret. The entities that I spoke to can't discern what that secret is, but they know that it's very valuable to them. And then the specific phrase was they will attack from the air, from the ground, but also via their secret. So I'm less apt to believe that that's a secret weapon and more like a secret attack strategy or attack direction, or, I mean, for that matter, it could be they figured out a way to bam directly into the middle of the citadel and attack from behind our defenses right off the get. So that's something that we need our smart people to think of. And our warrior veteran people who understand that sort of military stuff.
Air,
Okay.
the ground is taken, so it'd be like the water.
Well, from the air, from the ground, but also via their secret. And we're not really close enough to any of the rivers or the lakes for that to really be a problem. As far as the Citadel's concerned, not maybe. I mean, there's a waterway close, but I don't think it's very big.
The Salin River is a decent enough sized river, but it doesn't run right next to Drezen. It runs, several miles off to the east,
Right.
and has historically been the dividing line between Old Sarkoris, which is what the World Wound started off in, and
Right.
Mendev. It was sort of the borderline. You guys came up the Salin River when you came from Canebras to Drezen.
Right.
You followed the Salin and had many interesting encounters along it.
So as far as Lothar is concerned, based on the specific wording, because these celestial entities, when you speak to them, it's not necessarily that they always try to be cagey, especially the ones he's speaking to. They're generally good and want to help, but usually their wording is such that it's worth paying attention to.
It could be
So when
misconstrued easily.
Right. So when they say they will attack from the air, the ground, but also via their secret, that would lead me to believe that their secret is either a method of attack or a placement of attack that would be behind our lines or within our defenses or something like that. So that would be what I would ask the military types and the intelligent types like Bardos to think about. Is there a way that they could in any way get behind our walls or come up from underneath of us without us being able to know about it, such that we suddenly have a two-front war with, well, three-front actually, air, ground at the gates, and then something worse inside, or something along those lines.
A
So-
gate comes behind immediately. It's something where they could.
Right, gate into the middle of the citadel, so they bypass all of the other defenses and come straight at the heart of it. Yeah, but I thought that with the Cloak of Valor, we have
couldn't-
protections against them being able to teleport, dimension door, or gate into our presence.
That's
Yeah.
true. So according to, and so Bartos, you would consult and you would look at your book on this and consult with that. But yeah, I mean the sword of valor, which is that big banner, which is infused with the spirit of an Iomedaean celestial, basically creates a barrier, an anti-demon barrier that extends out 10 miles from the center of the citadel where it stays. Yeah, and you're exactly right. That barrier, it doesn't prevent demons from walking up to the gates, and Harlakar's men and Geyer's guys, the long distance outriders have fought off creatures who have pierced the barrier, but it puts demons in certain. It certainly precludes them from teleportation and dimension door and stuff like that, and it puts them to a certain measure of pain, which means they have, from a game standpoint, they have certain detractions. But yeah, so I mean, you don't think they can teleport in? I don't know.
Except for Gatto pocketed the Sword of Valor and hocked it. And so, where'd it go? Where is that caravan guard?
he's at Canebras going, "Hey, we're looking for the Sword of Valor. Thank you. We already got one."
So
maybe they're bringing about 1,000 catapults and 10,000 pigs.
There you go. The worst possible idea
All
until
right,
it works.
so yeah, I don't know
Joke.
anything else about the secret, but it sounds like their plans are pretty much built on it, as it says, within all the twists of their sordid plans, it's the secret upon which all else is built.
Huh.
So
Pretty deep.
if we can't figure out what that is and do something to stop it, apparently that's the cornerstone of the rest of what they're going to do, the air and ground assaults. So
I would assume it's got to be some sort of dimension door thing, or portaling thing, but I don't know what else, what other secret they could have unless they got dune worms they're going to come roaring to the ground with or something.
yeah, who knows? But that's why I wanted to make sure that Barto's got that information, because he's the big brain of the bunch.
The wound is fairly specific, Les, or is it kind of all over? Are there like broken parts all
The
over
world
place?
wound itself, yeah, I mean there is a center of, I mean, so it's both to your eyes, it's both a specific place and sort of a philosophical place. So there is to the first one, there is a place in the middle of Old Sarkaris where there is literally a break in the ground that forms a connection between the prime material plane and the abyss, and that is technically, when somebody refers to as the world wound, that is it. It's this miles long crack in the earth that connects to the abyss and is held open by powerful magic, and through which armies of the abyss, demons, whoever, can come through. The tricky bit is that, obviously demons are outsiders when they're on the prime material plane, and typically, historically, outside of this region, they are summoned, right? Which puts them at certain disadvantages. A summoned creature, for example, can be thrown back, or, that kind of stuff. There are limitations to what summoned creatures can do. If a demon walks from the abyss to the prime material plane, a lot of those detractions don't exist. They stop being summoned creatures. They're still outsiders, and they still have a home plane, but the detractions that are associated strictly with being summoned are not the case. They can't automatically dispel magic, for example, won't immediately send them back to places, that kind of thing. But yeah, so physically there is a world wound, where is a crack in the earth that connects with the abyss. It's held open by magic, and demons walk in and out. The world wound as a philosophical region is like this whole area between the Salin rivers and that other river that borders on, which I think is the land of the Linorm Kings to the west, that just represents this sort of canker on the earth that has spread out, and everything demonic from the abyss has sort of spread out. So the earth is poisoned. The rivers are filled with venom. The cities are that the demons have taken over, places like Dying Light and others, and are these horrifying places that would be more likely seen in the abyss. But it represents in large part and also a philosophical bent too, because even though this is sort of demon held land, there are humans that have come here from all points of Galarian, evil humans who have said, this is our time is now. Let's join with the demons before our lands are taken, and we can't join anymore. The Ivory Templars, for example, is a great example of this. So they were mostly humans, elves, that kind of thing, but they were Baphomet worshippers. And Baphomet said, "Hey, join in this great crusade against Galarian," and they joined in. So there's a variety of creatures that are drawn here by what the idea of the world wound represents. I hope that made it a lot simpler.
I was just really looking for, it's not like a underground vein of volcanic activity where there are holes all over the place. It's more centralized.
Yeah,
Physically
it's centralized.
Yeah, there's not something in Drezen where there could be a vein of this thing that has, gone underneath Drezen and could be an access point.
I mean, theoretically, it's possible. I mean, keep in mind that this city was held by demons for about 80 years before you guys came along.
Back in a minute, guys.
So it's possible that some sort of back door could have been put in, magical or otherwise, something like that. You guys, Harlequin, you guys have been in charge of Drezen for now closing in on a year. And you haven't found anything like that, but that does not say it might not exist. I mean, it's possible, but it wouldn't be part of the world wound, capital W. We're too far from that location for that to be the case.
So would it be possible to have the dwarven leaders set up sort of a contingent of their best dudes to go down and check like every nook and cranny to see if they can find anything like a back door?
Absolutely. It wouldn't be fighters, of more rogues and stuff like that who are better at searching and stealing things. They'll get some of their better caravan guards down there checking things out.
And they're miners and the ones that have, all
Mhm.
just that sense for stonework and stuff.
Yeah.
To see if they can find anything that might be something that could be used to bypass the gates and defenses.
That's definitely. And they're, Harlequin will absolutely be like, that's a great idea. He's like, gives orders. Immediately gather together those guys, as many as you can, go down into the bowels of the Citadel, anywhere, and scour the city, see if there's some way that they can get in. All right, so we've got a new Corvid in town, and her name's Astrid. She's certainly a fan of Gatto.
I'm not there.
Chuck, anything else you want to talk about?
I think that's pretty much it at this point.
Okay, how about Flashheart? Flashheart, obviously now the replacement Herald of Iomade, with all that means. Even though you don't feel really any different, you're just plain old Flashheart, local, the friendly dude.
I'm going to suggest that maybe it's time to close the Paladin book and open the Herald book.
There you go. All right.
Things the Herald can't do.
Yeah. Well, it's all right, Flash Harry. We'll get that set up for you.
Can a Herald attend a bachelor party? Let's find out. Come on, no bachelor parties?
We were having a bachelor party, then the Herald of Iomade showed up and ruined everything.
no, holy this and holy that.
Brought a 6-pack of Tab. We all had to hide our beers.
He's like, hey guys, you guys want to play some Uno? Oh man.
Diet Tab.
Do you want to tell them a little bit about Radiance?
Sure. So Radiance got an upgrade, as I became the Herald. She's now a +5, versus she was a +3 before, and a +5. And
boom.
Now she talks. I'm giving her a she gender, but it could be any gender, I guess.
Radiance is definitely she. The voice is female.
Sounds like Siri.
Yeah,
A little.
I'm sorry. I can't do that. So apparently I can now telepathically talk to it. So when I'm talking to myself, I'm probably actually telepathically talking to the sword. But that's talking to myself is pretty much par for the course for Flash Art. So nothing new there. And I have some relatively nice powers of heraldry. Let me just throw those out here because I'm sure some of you will be more impressed than I was because I have to understand what they are. 1 second. Did you send it to me? Oh, here we go. All right. Oh, by the way, I meant to ask you, Les. It's a +5 double holy. What does double holy mean? Is
That means that so a holy weapon deals an additional 2d6 holy damage on top of its normal weapon damage.
okay,
Double holy means that's up to 46.
got it.
Double holy means no, you cannot attend bachelor parties.
Oh man.
Hold on, I gotta get out the book now.
Unless he's leading a prayer circle.
Yeah, break
Well,
out
he,
the
he
book.
can end bachelor parties.
Break
Yeah,
out the book of heraldry.
In battle, it now sings and emits music, which Les is getting a soundtrack ready for. Do you have it ready?
Oh, the
Les?
soundtrack is ready. You guys want to?
Yeah,
You guys
so-
want to hear the
yeah.
soundtrack?
I'm like,
Hit
hey,
it.
Radiance, hit it.
Is the final countdown in there somewhere?
Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Eye of the Tiger.
Flight of the Valkyries.
Ah, Flight of the Valkyries. Yes.
So when Flashheart goes into battle, this music will come off of thing. So what?
Kill
love-
the rabbit. Kill the rabbit.
I love
Kill
the
the rabbit.
right. I love
So
the smell of,
I'll be playing that every time we
I
roll
love-
for initiative.
I love the smell of righteousness in the morning. Okay, so I also have I checked the pockets of my new heraldry things, like tucked in there, like here's some of your new things. So I can do 7th level powers on the sun domain, which means up to 7th level, which includes endure elements, heat metal, searing light, fire shield, flame strike, fire seeds, which I don't know what that is. It sounds like upgraded magic missile to me, and sunbeam. Come on, undead.
Yeah, basically those spells are the powers of the sun domain, and essentially you can blast them through radiance at this point.
Okay,
They're
so
awesome.
so I will endeavor to make use of them as we get into battle here. Looks like I won't have long to wait. Other than that, like I said, Flashheart more or less feels the same. He's just trying to take on the a little more mature attitude, at least for the local yokels around here while we're in town.
That's gonna work out good, I'm sure.
But otherwise, like I said, I'll just stare off in the middle distance whenever possible.
Okay, Dan, how about Fletcher?
Wow.
Should do. Sit back, everyone. Here we go.
Oh God, what's he look
Yeah,
like now?
Chapter
so I would point out that Fletcher loves his sword, and it's a good aligned sword, and he's good aligned. He is still good aligned. You can test him if you want, but that's why he didn't dip the sword in, because he thought, no, this is my special sword. I'll risk the Galabrezu arm. That may not have been a wise choice, as he forgot the other was kind of attached to him physically. The big thing you notice probably right away, Fletcher is now 9 feet tall.
Seriously?
Seriously. And the arm itself, of course, grew with him and now exudes a lot of powerful magic. It before was faintly magic because it came from a magical creature, but it now has some pretty strong magical abilities to it, mostly chaotic and neutral. Nothing good, nothing evil, just some spell and other abilities that are neutral and chaotic in nature.
Fletcher, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Up till last time we played, I thought you had replaced one of your arms, but it made it sound like this is actually a third arm you have, like Zaphod Beeblebrox.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much like Zaphod.
Okay.
I mean, he had a second head, didn't he?
Yeah. Yes,
Yes.
he did have a second head too.
Yeah, instead of a second head, they've got an extra arm.
He had both, Zaphod.
That's yeah. He had that too.
And needless to say, someone who looks like him doesn't have a lot of social appointments on his calendar while hanging around Drezen. So he's mostly been just hiding and sitting in the corners of pubs where everybody just steers very clear of him. They understand he's on their side, but they still are just not comfortable being anywhere near him these days. That's really it.
Okay.
So we can
Yeah. So
we can now add the tally to 2 of our party members that start off all of their conversations with, okay, first off, I'm not evil.
I'm still not evil.
I'm still not evil. I just want you to know. Now let me explain what sort of Darth Vader dark side shit I've got going on.
Yeah. I'm evil curious. Yeah.
I'm evil curious.
Evil adjacent. Yeah, no.
Evil
Like
adjacent.
Jason,
Yeah.
that's good.
Well, no, you find you may find yourself spending more time with Flashheart because the changes that the battle with Baphomet has wrought with you have, you know, it's like Dan pointed out, it's like Matt pointed out, these changes would separate you from the run of the mill of the people involved. I mean, it's hard to sit and have a beer with a cardinal, right, of the Curia, or you know, the MMA, a 9-foot MMA world champion with a third arm sticking out of him. That would, normal people in Drezen, even crazy people in Drezen, would be like, I'm just gonna sit over here if you guys are okay with that. Take it over there.
I'd say like many veterans are probably just no one can relate to us, right? That's why we want to hang out and talk about war stories.
Yep, like hobbits back in Hobbiton when they got back from the War of the Rings.
Yeah.
You know, they remember that scene at the very end where they're all sitting around the table looking at each other and, you know, sort of like, we can't
They
talk
just
to
don't
any
get
of
it,
these
yep.
other idiots. Yeah, because
You know-
nobody had any idea what was going on. I mean, even the people that might have some idea of what you guys were doing, when you guys told them what you guys were doing, they were just like, holy.
You know, I'm not physically located where most of you are, but I assume there's got to be a time where you've gotten together with your loved ones together and you guys start talking about your characters and things that happen to your characters, and the rest of your family like totally tunes out or tries to run away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So we were fighting Baphomet like hand to hand. It was looking like real bad. And
Baphomet, huh? That's crazy.
yeah, crazy.
All right. Anything else, Dan?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Gordon, what about Bardos?
You're just talking about changes since.
Yeah, anything that people would notice that was different about you or anything like that?
Well, apparently I've got a 3-foot by 3-foot book floating around my head now. Is that...
Well, not around your head. It's more sort of around your chest. So it's floating around you sort of like Ion Stone like, but when you do some things that I talked about in the thing, it will come flying around and you can consult it very quickly. Is when you're walking or something like that or not using it, it sort of gets out of the way. So it's sort of floating around behind you until you're like, and a book comes in front of you and you can like kind of like consult it, you know, for some of the things that you can now do.
So it's not like a satellite so much as a dog following me, I guess.
A little, yeah. I mean, it never gets very far away. I mean, 2 or 3 feet at most. But it's very good at staying out of your way when you're acting physically.
Baru will probably get a new habit of riding on it.
Sitting on it. Okay, yeah, perfectly legit. Baru would have I mean, it'd be a nice thing.
Yeah, so that's just it's basically a tomb of knowledge that gives Bardos some enhanced abilities at knowing things.
Nice. You got Google at your fingertips, huh?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Hey,
And
Gordon, when you signed back on, did you see the list of stuff?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I wrote it down. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of stuff other than that for a long time. We didn't really have much in that.
Well, luckily I did collect things then, so we can sell it and share. And
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, it mostly was just prison cells and bad things. There wasn't really a whole lot down there that I
That's
have.
true.
Anyway. The last thing that I wrote was from a long time ago.
Well, I mean, you know, and Baphomet's plane was an interesting place because they don't use money. There's no economy to speak of. You know, there's no coins or anything like that. They don't pile up that kind of stuff. Baphomet says do this and they do it. And you know, you either you know, for food or what have you, you prey on your neighbor or are given something like that. But they don't have, it's not like they have stores. They don't have bars. It's not like that. It's a very alien place.
You need to start talking about him in the past tense, Les.
Uh,
Oh,
But what
that's
you're
true.
saying is if his plane still exists, they need a new economy and they need somebody to set it up. So
Gatto's
same
Pub.
Yeah.
Welcome
We're
to
gonna
Gatto's
introduce
Pub.
you to the ultimate evil, money. What? Tell us more.
Tell us
that,
more.
that and we spent a lot of time in a prison, and prison currency is a whole different thing.
Yeah. You didn't see any cigarettes there either, which was weird, but I don't know.
Yeah, all the ramen noodle packages were used. There was no hot sauce. There's nothing going on. So.
Gordon, that it? Anything else unusual you want to share? Or
No, I did going up 15th level. I do have a spell that I didn't get a chance to use, but I'm excited to use it. It
do tell.
allows it's a group spell and it prevents anybody from getting criticals.
Oh,
That was
Nice.
pretty cool.
I'm sorry. What the what now?
Criticals against us, right?
Yeah, maybe I should have sprung that on you the first
Yeah.
time.
First battle. Yeah.
What's the name of this soon-to-be outlawed spell?
It's called particulate form.
Oh, I
think
know
it's
this
a-
spell.
It's a
Called
it's a
Bleed
Peso
5.
one, yeah. And the other one I took is Form of the Exotic Dragon. So you'll be seeing at some point, maybe Bardos might change into a dragon here.
Ooh,
Just
pretty
something
dragon.
different.
Well,
I
hold on.
haven't decided yet. I'm still working on it.
Oh, wait, he is a dragon. You can't slap me for that.
Sure, I can.
I checked with
Well-
Almaday. She'll allow it.
Check with Iomade. Ask the Herald. Herald allows it. No foul.
No foul, no foul.
In fact, you get another one for checking. You could,
Because if you ask for a replay and you lose, then you lose the timeout as well.
that's
Yep.
right. Jennifer, are you?
yep, I'm here and
You wanna- You
Yep.
want to talk a little about if there's any changes to you or anything like that?
Sure. So when what was left of Farina and Otto, which we're now referring to as Ferrado, came back from the abyss, she was really just distraught. And it's been a long time, no forest, no woods, no running, and it was really good for her spirit to come back and see the woods and the green. And she's, unlike all the rest, maybe she sees all the green in exploding colors and the growth and the renewal, and it gives her hope. And she spent all her time basically out at that river by herself, which you guys wouldn't have missed her because she's never really hanging around socializing. And during that time, she kind of found a new purpose. And you'll see that she's paying very close attention to Lothar now when she does come back into town. And she's adorned now with a necklace and a rune on her forehead, which basically just a share is giving her more protection, but her new purpose now is to guard Lothar and help us all get through to the end of this, but especially to focus on keeping him alive. And she's now in the service of Aristil. Or am I pronouncing that right?
Erastil?
Erastil, yeah. So there's definitely a better energy and vibrancy about her that this has been just bitter hell for her, all of this going through the world rune and everything that we've gone through. But this little bit of oasis, you're going to see more pep in her step. And that's about it for now.
Nice.
So yeah, so Lothar, you would when Ferrado sort of reveals this, and you see the necklace, and the necklace is definitely Aristilian in manufacture. In fact, it's something that you think you might have seen Halkamora wearing at one point in some of your travels. The rune on her forehead, on Ferrado's forehead, does not look like anything that you've seen that's Erastilian. Erastil and his subjects are not rune makers largely. At least I mean they're familiar with them and the runes of the northern peoples and stuff like that, but it's more an alphabet than a magical thing. So yeah, you don't recognize it, but it is a complex rune. And that seems to be glowing with a little bit of a blue glow on Ferrado's forehead.
I'll share that the rune maker that was lost down when we were fighting was actually is been speaking to me and is free now in death and somehow able to support us. I'm not sure how, but that's a good thing. That's some good.
Alderpash you're referring to.
Alderdash, yeah, which would probably explain the runes. He is the one that saved me originally, right?
Yes, he did. He's also the one that was he's also the person or creature really that's responsible for you and Otto having been for Farina and Otto having been merged together into one creature. He's the one who sort of did that blending magically.
Yep, if not for him, I would not be here in body or soul.
What I heard is that if we want to make a deal with the demon, don't bring Ferrado into the conversation. She can side with Lothar every time now.
Well, I think
that might be fair.
Well, yeah, I think you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
man.
First of all, you understand rule number 1. We'll just transcribe that from the Paladin book into the Herald book. It's still rule number 1. We do not.
I don't know. There might be some back channeling. I don't know this Herald this stuff. There might be some back channeling I got to do.
We do not make deals.
They might got a Herald. I got a tete-a-tete with him.
Nope, doesn't work that way.
Well, Lothar, you'd be gratified because at this point, Ferrado is essentially declaring that she is now a follower of Erastil, and you used to be the only one, and now that Ferrado is saying, not only am I a follower of Erastil, but my job now is to make sure that you don't come to harm. As we go through whatever horrible things may come to us during book 6.
Keeping in mind that her sponsor is a chaotic evil necromantic rune lord.
Well, Lich, yeah, kind of, yeah, that's true.
I don't think it was chaotic evil.
Well, we don't have to worry about that.
No, let's not worry about that. Let's not focus on that.
Well, the other thing is
Shades of gray, Gordon. Shades of gray.
Lothar has always been fond of Farina and Otto, and now that they're mixed together, it's still just the same entity, just combined. And when we came back from Elutioneria, we both went off into the woods, kind of together, but not really, just because we both sort of need the same refuel. So that connection's kind of always been there. The one question I do have, and I don't know if you may have covered this in emails with Jen, but when we were in the fight with Baphomet, Halkamora gave her a family blessing. Does she keep that? Or was that temporary?
She keeps that.
Okay, good.
She would retain that. You would get the impression, Lothar, that that Ferrado is especially dear to Halkamora. I think that the necklace that she wears, that you're pretty sure that you've seen Halkamora wearing this necklace. It's sort of like gold and copper sort of woven together, and it has leaves and something that looks like wheat cheese on it. You've never really got a close look at it, but it's got a big blue sort of gem attached to it, like an amulet. But you're definitely pretty sure that you've seen Halkamora wearing this.
Well, yeah, and from the times that I've been able to commune with her, I know that Halkamora is also very fond of. And are you going to keep the name Ferrado, or are you just going to take a new name now?
No, I'll just keep Ferrado. It seems to have organically formed itself. I'm just going to embrace it.
Okay.
Did your appearance change? Because I was just thinking you look like Farina, but with cat ears and whiskers now.
This is what she looks like now.
Right,
So take a Black Panther and an elvish huntress and mix them together, and that's what you get.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, Halkamora was already quite fond of her. And so that seems sort of a natural thing to come together.
Farina's happy. You can tell Farina feels much better now. She was lost down there, just lost. And then losing Otto, it was almost the end of her. So, yep, all good. Let's rock.
All right. That being the case, and we will find out about Ilindar and Storm if and when they show up. But I put us all here on the main stage. I want everybody to take a look at their hit points and everything to make sure that that's accurate. And to do that. In the meantime, as you guys are doing that,
Last, real quick, we can assume
Sure.
that we're fully healed from any
yes, absolutely.
long-term.
Was there some? Were you missing some points on this one?
think a
Well, I
couple
was
said,
missing
like,
an arm and some constitution, but I just wanted to make sure that that's.
Yeah, all that would have
Yeah.
been
Lothar would
fixed.
have taken care of all that when we
Yeah, I
got
think there was
back.
some level drain on Gatto too, if I recall. Am I right? Or not level
And
drain, but
that
like,
might still be there.
stat drain.
There was a stat drain I would like to get rid of.
Yeah, no,
Lothar
you-
would have taken care of that when we first got back.
Okay.
I'm gonna
For-
high
for-
five. Go ahead.
For all of the inter-party pokes and jabs, he takes care of you just the same as he takes care of everybody else.
I'm gonna
You're,
give
you're never left out of that.
I'm gonna
Okay.
give Lothar a holy high five for expanding his flock.
It's
You
all-
you doubled up your tithing. Sweet.
Here's the thing.
five.
Here's what I was looking at. Right now, we've got 2 that have been drawn into the dark side. So I needed another one on my side to get drawn to the Erastilian side.
The
You know,
dark side. It's not that bad. I mean, it's sort of like, it's
Yeah,
like
they have
the Dutch
cookies. The
Mostly dark.
Iomedeans
Donuts.
are cousins. And so, that still counts, but we needed to keep the edge on the light side.
I think it makes sense. Now as a herald, I'll condescendingly tell you about the balance, how there's got to be an equal balance of light and dark, and you can't face this level of depth and terror that we've been facing these years without some of us.
That sounds
pretty
very
dark.
lawful neutral. Maybe you should knock that off as the Herald of Armageddon. There's another entry for the book. Heralds of Iomade are not lawful neutral. They don't preach about balance.
What?
Yeah, you're not interested in balance.
All right. I'll psych
Alright.
myself up, put my war face on in a minute here, but right now I'm just modeling and staring off.
shades of gray. That's how it is. Shades of gray, many shades of evil and good, lawful and neutral. It's a continuum. It's a journey.
Bardos spent a lot of time whispering in his ear in the background.
What's that?
Yeah, Bardos is
Bardos-
lawful neutral, isn't he?
No, he's neutral good, but
Neutral good. Okay. I was gonna say. All right. So a lot of things happening, interesting things. But there's this feeling of trepidation, especially after yes, Farina, I think yes, you should be 15.
Okay.
So do that if you have to. But I think the sort of genteel sense of safety that you guys get when you initially return to Drezen is somewhat curtailed by the fact when Lothar comes back and says, look, we've got a problem. And my celestial contacts have basically said, look, there's trouble on the horizon and we're going to have to do something about it, or it's going to happen, whether we do something about it or not, and we should be prepared. So there's a lot of that happening. So you warn these guys and they send out outriders, that kind of thing. There doesn't seem to be any problems until one day, about 10 days after you guys have returned. You guys are inside the Citadel doing a bunch of things, normal kind of stuff. And you hear a noise from outside.
Bad guy.
Sounds like
with
a sky whale.
synthesizer.
Sky whale.
It definitely wasn't a sky whale. And so as you hear that noise, and it thunders through the city, and then you hear it again.
You've got the brown noise.
Does anybody else hear cellos?
Well,
I
and
heard,
so
I heard the brown noise.
There's a shark attack on the way. Somebody get out of the water.
well,
I'm
so you
thinking,
guys,
Close Encounters.
you guys, it's the tripod sound from War of the Worlds.
Yep.
So I just love that sound though.
It is-
As a warning and a klaxon, you know, it just is so great. But you hear it from outside of the citadel. You guys sort of move to the, you know, out, you know, go to the you're in the citadel itself. And you kind of go to the parapets or what have you, and you look out and you see something that you've never seen before. Standing outside in front of Drezen, out in the area where there is an enormous silver wheel, and the noise, this klaxon sound, that War of the World sound, comes out of this thing again. It's just like, and you can see it sort of like when it blows for that third time. Flashheart, you immediately know who this is. This is Jing. Jing is one of Iomede's. Yes, you are, Gato. Jing is one of Iomede's servants, and is usually manifests itself as a great wheel. This wheel is probably 60 feet tall in diameter, and it's standing there, sort of in the middle of the the soil of the world wound, right outside the front gates of Citadel Drezen. And you hear this next. Did you guys understand that?
I heard
Oh,
Didn't
angry.
understand it, no.
Okay. Herald come forth, it says.
Oh, okay.
I'm on my way.
All right.
Someone hath planted a subwoofer on our front
Yeah.
yard.
So I'm using this voice changer for these kind of things, and it's sometimes good, sometimes not so good.
That's highly entertaining though. So I will march out, cloak of billowing, armor shiny, and radiant stand by my side.
Okay. And do you say anything, or just stand on the parapet and wait?
Well, I thought I would come forth, right? Didn't I would.
Oh, so you're gonna go all the way outside?
And
all right.
And I will bow deeply to Jing here.
Okay. Jing
Yeah,
does not bow
I
because he's a wheel.
appreciate that.
But then when you are there, you hear this, and I hope this is a little clearer.
Oh,
He
No?
wants me to
No.
put something in storage.
Still sounds demonic.
I'll try it again here.
Paul is dead. Miss him. Miss him. Miss him.
Do you guys get that? The armies of Discari approach.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Thank you. Hey guys, you said the armies of the scars are.
And
oh,
he
good
says,
reinforcements.
prepare yourselves for battle.
All right, to arms.
And then that klaxon noise happens again, and he disappears. And then you can see as he just sort of fades out. You look on the horizon to the south and southwest, and you see what looks to be sort of a dark cloud, sort of in the sky down there. And Harlequin, those of you on the battlements, Harlequin is with you, and he's like, a spyglass, give me a spyglass. And a functionary hands him a spyglass, and he sort of looks out, and he's like, you see him sort of pull the spyglass down, and then he looks again, and he's like, you could see his eyes are wide, and he hands the spyglass to Fletcher, whoever's standing next to Harlequin. Who would be standing next to Harlequin?
Well, nobody volunteer at once there.
I'll do it.
All right. Well, Fletcher's probably the most, besides Flashheart, Fletcher's probably the most martial
Yeah.
character. So he would
be
probably
near the soldiers, yes.
Yeah, he would be there. So he hands you the thing to take a look. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oops, hold on. Wrong screen.
Gato tries to get it from your hand, but you're 9 feet tall, so he's like jumping on his tippy toes. Wait.
21. All right. So you peer through the thing, and at first you're like, that is the weirdest cloud I've ever seen. And then you see what it really is. An army of rocks flying
Of
this way.
rocks. Holy crap.
And not only is it an army of rocks flying this way, but as they come closer, you can make out more details, and you can see that they all have like, you know how Storm has that harness that you guys used to hook yourselves to and go cruising around when Storm did that sort of thing? These Vroks have harnesses hooked to them, and you can see demons of all different kinds, armed to the teeth. You also see what look to be like, for lack of a better term, pallets of equipment, barrels, weird missile-shaped things, all kinds of stuff. And they are inbound, flying towards you at top speed. You take the thing and you sort of look down to the ground, and you can see that on the ground, passing through, which, well, they've already passed through the 10-mile barrier, right? They're over the horizon at this point, and you can see what looked to be a huge army of demon soldiers, armored warriors. Think the Uruk-hai in front of Helm's Deep, right? They're marching in these big squares towards you guys. Boom, boom, boom. And I mean, they're all like armed to the teeth, armored, huge helmets, these banners flying with the symbols of Discari on them, and unit numbers and things like that. It's to paraphrase a movie that I love, it's an army bred for one purpose: the destruction of Drezen.
Goodness.
All right. So
Well, clearly I let
Harlacar-
everyone know.
Harlacar goes berserk. He starts yelling orders. He starts doing this, go, 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 and then bells and horns start ringing all throughout the city. You see General Geyer, who's getting his guys, the Crusaders who are in town ready, that kind of stuff. And they are preparing to meet the army at the thing, but it's coming so fast. The Vroks are coming so fast that you guys are not sure that they can be prepared in time. And as the first Vroks come close, you can see that they're doing overflow. The first wing of Vroks overflies the city and drops guys. These guys detach from the harnesses, and they look like, Bardos, you look like they're using featherfall to slow them, and they're landing on different places all over Drezen. And you can see battles commencing. These demons and babaus and creatures that are just, suddenly, there are dwarves and men and elves and crusaders who are all sort of going crazy, and the attack. You see a couple of different things, and as Harlacar is, and at that point, the foot troops break into a run, and now they are running towards the gates of Drezen. And some of the dwarves and some of Geyer's guys have got catapults and ballista going, and they begin firing, and it's just an incredibly sudden battle is suddenly taking place all around you.
Boy,
Right.
this is deja vu all over again. Where's the dragons fighting?
So we didn't earlier talk about how do you want to prepare the city or anything, but we'll assume that that Drezen we have been preparing the city since Lothar gave us this news.
They are
Any
somewhat
question?
prepared, so they're not taken but I mean, frankly, and you're glad that happened, because you guys are not taken as big of surprise. The dwarves, obviously, they are Harlacar's dwarves. They are tooth and nail. This is their city, and they plan to keep it, and they will fight anything. So you see these guys sorting out the gates, and the gates are staying closed.
Well,
But
I was asking you because I would say I would love the gates to stay open to the last minute, because we have a lot of farmers and villagers. I assume are still out in town.
those guys were all running in or running to the east to get out of the way. But the gates are closed. But what you're seeing is like sort of dwarvish commandos are rappelling over the walls of Drezen into the field, reforming their ranks, and then heading out. You've also got the side gates where you've got dwarvish cavalry is coming out the sides and trying to do flanking movement, hit and run attacks on the flanks of the thing. You're stunned. You're looking over the battlements and you're seeing this slaughter. This is a fight that just and several of you are like, I want to get in it. Fletcher is almost like has to be restrained because he's like, now is the time, right? His arm is stuck out, and he's like, oh, bitches. He's going in. But you're seeing. So one of the things that you guys notice, and Harlequin is like, he yells to you, he grabs Fletcher, he goes, look. There is a one of those Vrock attack wings. The Vrock paratroopers have dropped a couple. It looks like 4 or 5 demons onto one of the old towers, which in itself isn't that big a deal. It's an old tower. It was ruined during the original siege of Drezen, and hasn't been largely repaired. Although some of the dwarves use it for thing. But the thing about it is that underneath there is where a lot of the dwarven offices are, like the strategic offices, the Harlequin's offices, that kind of stuff, is like directly under that thing. Harlequin looks at you. He's like, I have to be out here to give my guys orders and proceed with this battle. Can you guys go and stop those demonic commandos?
I think we're on it.
Chief.
All right, we're going to do our every hand in. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go.
Go. Go team.
One paw in. Yeah, one paw in from Verado. And let's okay, so yes.
One paw in.
The other thing I was going to ask you, Les, is like, do we prepare Skyway for battle in terms of like putting because it sounds like we're going to be way outgunned in the air, putting some ballistas and stuff in there, or does she not have a chance and I need to push her away to float away?
That is up to you. So obviously you're probably too valuable to be at the helm of Skyway.
I agree.
But I don't know, have you taken the moment to teach people how to drive a Skyway?
We talked about this before we left for Baphomet's domain, that we're gonna teach others to do it, and then we're gonna throw a couple ballista up there and make her, and so they could do scouting messages and stuff, if you remember.
Okay. Yep. So you send those guys up?
Yeah. And her whale barding.
Which I gotta try and get a picture of that. So this picture,
all you have to ask Dolly, right? Ask Dolly to make you.
Well, I use Midjourney. So this picture that we're looking at right now, this Jing picture, I made in Midjourney by telling it to do a couple of things. And I think it turned out perfectly. This is exactly how I envisioned it. So as you guys prepare to head for that tower, you also look out there, and at the sort of base of the thing, you see something materialize. At the so the Vrocks are overflying Drezen, and they're dropping guys, and then they're sweeping around and coming back for more. So now they're like doing screech runs, right? They're screeching at the defenders because Vrocks have those kind of powers where their screeches can fuckify you. And you see more Vrocks are coming in, dropping in support troops and stuff like that, and they're dropping all over inside the walls. So they're all over the place. But if you look out into the ground troops, standing in the middle of them, probably 400 feet tall, is this creature. So you can see it easily.
400 feet tall?
400 feet tall. Is this Marilith that is commanding? You could hear her voice. Troops, attack the gates. Bring everything down. Let none live. Kill every non-demon. That kind of stuff. Bardos, give me a quick knowledge arcana.
Hang on a second, that's changed. Update on my macros. 35. So a couple of things. You consult your book, and you realize that this is most likely Aponivicius ordering her troops in the field personally. The next thing you realize. +4, actually, it's 40, if that matters.
40. Okay. So this is Aponivicius. This is the demon lord of Drezen. who is personally leading her troops in the fields. Now she is kaiju sized at this point, 400 feet tall, and she's sort of slithering around in the middle of them. But then you look down and you realize that can't be a physical creature. You think that is a projection. Aponivicius is projecting her image into the center of her legions in order to be on the battlefield. But your guess is that she is somewhere else, and is leading this battle by projection. Now maybe she can't come here, maybe she won't come here, but that 400-foot tall kaiju-sized Merilith that is exhorting her, and you can hear her voice sort of crashing out over things, exhorting her soldiers to kill everything and leave none alive. That's definitely Aponivicius.
Does he know her normal size is like large, not 400 foot?
You've seen Meriliths before, and they're in the 11 to 14 foot range.
Right, but she's
Typically.
normal size. Usually she's normal size for a Merilith.
Yeah, as far as you know. I mean,
Yeah, okay.
you've never heard anyone speak of her in terms of being a giantess among
Giantess,
Merilith.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in this case, you have this enormous 400-foot Merilith, barking orders and frankly, it's a little bit frightening. With a 400-foot Merilith wielding all these things and commanding legions of demons, are attacking, are at your walls. That's a tough thing. All right, so Harlequin says, "Please stop those guys. Whatever they're doing up there, we need to put a stop to it. All of our strategic elements are contained in the tower underneath that parapet. We have to stop them. I don't know what they're up to over there, but I think I saw at least one and maybe two Vrox drop burdens there, paratroopers and equipment." Something very bad is going to happen there. You guys can take it. Go that way. So you do that?
I'm game.
Yeah.
We get
Sure. Les, did you see my message?
No. Hold on a second. Oh, no. In addition.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So you guys begin winding your way through the streets of Drezen, and there is a lot of carnage. Demons are fighting in the streets. You see normal shopkeepers, farmers, people who've come in are running away. You see other warriors, dwarven warriors, crusaders, Geyer's men, bands of archers, grouping together. It's house to house, street to street fighting in a lot of Drezen. But you manage to make your way over to that tower and begin going up the stairs as you go up to the topmost area. Let's see if this friggin' works. It does work. All right, so you find yourselves going up and up the stairs. And you see at the top of those stairs, which you believe leads out onto the battlement, which was destroyed. And you remember this place when you first came to Drezen. This was one of the first places you went because this was the lair of the corrupted chimera, Saltengruby, who you guys fought here. This was his nest. Now that all that's been cleared out over the past year and a half, but you remember this place. You guys have been here before. Just a weird sort of turn of events that now you're there. But you could see that the doors here are closed as you kind of run up the stairs. What do you do? Everybody does, Bartos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just did it. Oh, okay. But yeah, just try not to move her.
Okay. Well, that's why I noticed, because I did move her accidentally.
That's okay. So Lothar, he just noted that I gave everyone control of Astrid,
Okay.
just to make sure that you wouldn't have any problems moving her. So if everyone cannot move Lothar's Raven, that would be.
Unless you need
Now
to.
I kind of want to.
Well, and,
Hold on, I'll write it down in the Herald. Not move.
don't touch my bird.
Eh,
Hey, Gato, you want to check out the door and the area around it up here, or just I should bash it? What do you think?
I'll check it real quick.
Okay, so you go up there.
And I'd like to cast a spell.
All right, what are you casting?
Greater angelic aspect.
Ooh, greater. I like that. So wings, halos, glowing, that kind of thing.
DR, immunities, yeah. everything.
Ah, okay. You get wings.
ER.
You get wings with that, right?
Yeah, I get wings with that, and actually a 60-foot good maneuverability fly speed.
Who cares
Nice.
about that? He's got DR.
That's true. All right. So Gato, you roll 32 perception, 5 against traps. You don't see any
Plus 5 more against traps, right?
right. You don't see any traps, but you do hear a guttural voices on the other side, and it doesn't sound like it's too far on the other side. And it's speaking in Abyssal, which you speak, and you can hear. Door secure. Continue with the explosives. We'll have this ready soon. Do you have the walls of stone ready? We're getting them ready. It'll be done soon. People, just make sure none of them come through that door and spoil the fun.
Is it locked?
You give it a little jiggle.
Yeah.
Does seem locked.
Okay, I'll unlock it.
Okay, give us an unlocker check. You're gonna try
It's
and be
unlocked.
quiet doing it.
Oh, that's perception.
No, I tell Flashheart and Fletcher to be ready. I'm going to open this door real quick.
Okay, I'll move up.
There's somebody on the other side.
Okay, I'm sorry, you can't really save that one, unless you're hitting Flashheart
Or Gato.
or Gato.
I got to
Sorry,
update my thing. That should be 12 more.
12 more, so 55 on the unlock.
Yeah.
Man, I grieve for any bank vaults you run into in the next series.
I'm gonna cast communal stone skin on everybody before we go into this.
All right, communal stone skin, excellent.
Sir?
Rada's gonna knock an arrow.
Okay. Is that the communal stone skin? Everybody gets that?
Yeah, I got to divide 150 minutes by whoever's taking it.
Okay. And then knocking an arrow. Anybody else do? Lothar is taking on his angelic aspect.
What does that do again?
What angelic aspect?
Yeah, greater angelic aspect. I'll hold on. I think that I think that people need to know exactly what you've done.
You get low light
Looks like
vision,
an
dark
angel.
vision, low light vision, dark vision, DR10 evil, immunity to acid, cold, and petrification, resistance to electricity and fire.
Complete
Plus-
resistance? Or
Yeah,
just like 10 points or whatever?
resistance is 10 points to electricity and fire.
He's
Plus
immune
4
to acid, cold, and petrification.
+4 racial bonus on saves against poison, and a protective aura and true speech has supernatural abilities. Also, I have wings and can fly with 60 feet, good maneuverability.
Dang.
Protective aura provides +4 deflection bonus to AC, +4 resistance bonuses on saving throws against attacks made or effects created by evil creatures to anyone within 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Which
So if
at
you're
this
within
point,
20 feet of him, that gives you those bonuses too.
it also functions
Nice.
as a magic circle against evil and lesser globe of invulnerability, both within 20 feet. True speech allows me to speak with any creature that has a language as though using the tongue spell. So anyone within 20 feet of me gets all of the secondary bonuses of that.
Well, move on up.
And those are listed on the spell angel, what is it?
Angelic aspect,
Angelic aspect. Thank
the
you.
8th level, the greater, so the 8th level version of it.
I didn't hear what the bonuses were besides the glow of
It's all on the internet.
Okay.
I think we all agree that when he casts this is what you guys hear. All right,
wait,
angelic aspect. Wing. He's got wings.
Is the door at the top or the bottom? I'm sorry, I'm a little confused at this point.
It's at the top.
At the
To the
so
left.
Yeah, you guys are going up.
oh well,
Wait,
that
we're going the
didn't
wrong way
that,
then?
that didn't
Well,
look
it's not
like
top
up
or
to
bottom,
me.
it's left or right, and it's to the left. There you go.
You're going to
Okay,
the left,
so-
and that's up.
Okay, so I will move to here
Okay.
so that let me go ahead and put a 20-foot radius on.
Got it,
20
Ferrado.
foot radius. 20-foot
It
radius.
seems
is
moot
red,
now, doesn't it?
but I can't see it.
You never
no,
know.
it stacks, so it helps.
funny.
And it's what you've been asked to do.
Right.
All right. Anybody, Ferrado, you've got an arrow there. Bartos, are you going to hang back there or anything like that? Or are you going to move up, getting right in the front rank?
Yeah, I'll stay there.
Okay. All right. Gatto turns, and I'm assuming you whisper and say, it's unlocked.
Great. Fletcher, it's time to do your imitation of the Kool-Aid man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I
Actually, that was kind of
burst
more
through.
Randy
I
Savage,
slammed
but
those
all
doors
right.
open. I don't think there's any need to be quiet.
All right, boom! You go through there, and standing not very far away, and he sort of falls back a little bit, is a Nafalshni commando, who is pointing what looks to be some sort of gnarled piece of wood at the door. He kind of looks, and he's like, "Oh, they're here! They're here! We gotta get rid of them. We've got trouble!" And
I attack.
all right, so you will get a surprise attack, and then we'll roll for initiative.
Yay.
A single attack. So
All of us are just
I think anybody close. So it would be yeah, okay. Yeah, all of you will get a surprise attack because they didn't know you were coming.
okay.
So first up, we'll do closest to farthest. So Fletcher, you're obviously closest. You're right there.
Okay, well, none of the rest of us are going to get a surprise attack.
I don't think I'll kill him that quickly.
Well, you'll get to do something. They're pretty tough. 35. That is to hit.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna check it out. I wasn't ready.
Hey, Mike.
Hey guys.
Hey, there he is.
Mike.
That's a.
Mike.
Ooh, you're not gonna be happy with this, but that's a miss.
Don't.
Well,
What
you
did we
rolled a
roll? 35?
35's a miss.
You rolled a 4. Come on.
He rolled a 4.
Yes.
Oh.
That's
So continue with the blastation.
All right. Next up will be Flashheart. Flashheart, you doing anything interesting?
Yeah,
Wait a
does he
minute.
only get one attack? I thought Fletcher's got like
Yeah, I
11
was going to
arms.
say he gets.
He's like Shiva over
Les
here.
did say I get a single attack was what I heard
Single
him say.
attack.
Right, single attack for the surprise round.
Oh, for surprise.
Got it,
Gotcha.
got it,
Okay. Okay.
Got it. Okay, here we go. Fuck you, Brady. That's okay.
There we go. I was waiting on that.
You got here just in time, Mike.
Did I? Just in
Oh.
time for.
First battle.
Oh, sweet.
That's not good.
23.
Ooh, first
I rolled
attack.
a 1. I rolled a 1. Come on.
Oh no! Let's go ahead and roll to confirm that fumble. If you fumble, I'm turning off Ride of the Valkyries.
You need the arrow scratch less like you're playing a record.
Right.
On 11. Well, now wait. What's your bonus on that? So 22. So 11 plus 2, 33.
23.
Oh shit! That is a confirmed fumble. Hold on a second.
Man,
And
I'm out of the war for like 5 days, and I'm
And-
soft. I went soft.
Getting soft.
The Valkyries turn their head in shame and
They
ride back.
do. So melee fumble. Oh, awkward attack. You take a -2 penalty to AC for 1d4 rounds. So your AC is going to be now 4 points lower than normal.
Yes, but in my aura, your AC is 4
Yeah, you
points
just
higher
had-
than normal.
1d4 is the number of rounds it's lower. You said it's lowered by 2 for 1d4.
Yeah, that's true. You
Oh, that's true. Yeah, 4 rounds. All right, so -2 on your.
Minus
I'm
2 for
still-
4
I'm
rounds.
still
Yeah.
+2 because of Lothar.
You're still +2 because of Lothar. Okay, so
Are we
next in
within-
line is Gatto. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying, Jennifer?
I just was looking for Lothar's aura, and I wasn't. Is it the yellow aura? That's kind of Bardo?
Lothar, you can see it.
I'm
Well-
seeing a gray aura around Flashheart.
Hang on a second. I need to take out.
The green one? So the green
because-
healing, and then the red one is all
Can
the.
you see the? Can you see the red one?
I only see
No.
yellow and gray.
You want me to
don't
put
see
that red
the
one in there?
No,
Yellow
I
one's
can.
on Flashheart though, I think.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
can make it a different color to see if we can if we can get it.
Is that Radiance's glow, the yellow one?
You got
Yeah, I
it
think
might not
so.
be viewable because it's right now Aura 1 doesn't have player permissions to see. So you want me to do that?
For me?
No, you can see it, we can't.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, please. I made it blue. It literally gets everybody.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you
we
go.
can see a red one now.
I see an orange one.
I see. Well, I think
Gray
orange
one
and
and
orange
red
overlap.
Well, it's red, but when it's with the yellow, it's orange.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're all in that blast radius.
Yes, you're all in the
Got it. I
In
see
Somebody
it.
want to explain to Mike how
In
our
the-
calm, peaceful day at Drezen turned into a nightmare?
aura.
Do you guys want to bring him up to speed?
It's
Just another day with the heroes.
I would say it's another day at the office. The Descaris have attacked the Citadel.
We spent 10 days here, and on the 10th day, a big, huge army started attacking Drezen now. And we're trying to,
Approach with the,
they didn't approach by gating or anything. They're just walking, or they're flying. There's a bunch of rocks that are dropping them from the top, and then there's a bunch that are walking.
There's a 400-foot superhero out there at the moment. Gato, I guess it all hinges on you since both Fletcher and I failed to do anything.
Okay, and this is still surprise round, right? We're not doing anything else.
Correct.
Right. Oh, look, Storm's here.
Thank goodness.
we were taking a nap.
Like, I thought that was my snooze alarm.
All right, Gato.
I can't reach him to attack, and I don't
Want to?
Well, I don't want to move. I can't move an attack, right?
Well, not on a surprise round, no.
Not in the surprise round. So
You can
Surprise round,
use
I'm
the
done.
surprise round to move.
Can you climb Fletcher like Master Blaster and just leap off him? And
That would be cool.
okay. God damn it! I don't want to do this, but I'm going to acrobat through him to here.
Okay.
And why didn't my view change?
I don't know. Are you not seeing more?
Can you make sure I have dark vision 90?
I can. Hold
I
on a
don't
sec.
see anything over here.
Okay, hold on. That's weird. I don't know why it does that. It's like it turns it off.
I see. Yeah, I see less than what's on Zoom actually right now.
Yeah, it's like it turns it off. I don't know why it does it. How about now?
Oh yeah,
There you go.
that's exactly what I didn't want to see, but yes, I see it now.
That's what I didn't want to see.
All right, so give me your acrobatics roll.
Actually, I'm going to move to here so that I will be flanking with as many people as possible. And
Theoretically,
my acrobatics roll is
40. Yeah, that's going to be good enough. Okay. So yeah, you sort of slip by the guy and slip around him into a flanking position. Next up would be Ferrado.
I'm gonna try and put an arrow through this big old lunk.
Okay. Nice. That's a hit. And 18, that might be a crit potential.
It is not. I need a 20.
Oh, that can't be right. Are you with your
My-
keen your bow's keen, right? That doubles it.
My composite, I don't think I have a keen edge. That's something Bardos does, but he hasn't done it.
A bow only crits on a 20, so even keen.
It's
would be
19 or 20. So
19,
okay. Well, it's still a hit.
Okay. And I would think we can call this creature evil, yes?
oh yeah,
Shades of gray. Shades of gray.
Yeah,
Ooh,
50,
26
50
points.
shades of evil.
All right. Bam! That arrow just sprouts from this guy's abdomen and he lets out a bellow. That sucks. But yeah, you nailed him. Lothar.
Same thing. I'm going to fire.
Okay. 27's gonna miss.
Oh, you
Oh,
got
wait.
Gato.
Shit, touch attack. Hold on. Yeah, that hits.
So 11 plus 13 against evil
That's okay. 24.
20, yeah, 24 and no, that's it. 24.
Okay. All right. That slams into him as well. The two arrows hit almost simultaneously as this guy is like shocked. Fletcher just strikes him, and then the arrows just like, and they just nail him. Bardos, you are up, and then Illinar and Storm.
Guess I can reach everybody. I'm going to do haste while we're getting started here.
Haste. Okay. Very cool. You got everybody in there, so everybody is now hasted. So haste lasts for how long?
15 rounds.
37
rounds.
days.
15 rounds. I figure if you're hasted for 15 rounds at the end, you have do a fortitude save or have a coronary. It's like 2 big fat hits of meth right before you run into battle.
If you've been hasted for more than 4 hours, consult your local healer.
Consult your local cleric. All right, so Bardos is casting haste on everybody. Great. Next up, Storm and Illindar. What do you guys do? You're sort of in the back there. But you do have an opportunity to do something.
One action, right?
One action, yeah.
Okay, she's going to use squeeze rules, but she's going to end up right here.
Okay, that is squeezy.
She just wants to get it closer.
Okay.
And then
Need to make Fletcher bigger.
I do.
say what?
Fletcher's 9 feet tall now.
Yeah.
Like permanently or just because?
Like permanently, that's just how big he is.
Yeah, we didn't hear what changes you had, but everybody else has had a little bit of a puberty issue while you were gone.
Upgrades.
There you go.
15.0.
And Illindar's just gonna move up too.
Okay. Before we go, all right. So everybody, roll your initiatives, and while we're doing that, as Matt pointed out, Mike, everybody sort of talked about what were the obvious. Wait! Before, as Storm comes by, a couple of things are going to happen. First, there's a raven flying near Lothar.
Oh, nevermore.
Okay.
And so one of the things that we did before you logged on was everybody sort of talked to everybody about what they may or may not notice about what has happened in the emails that got sent out. So I don't know if there's anything about you and Storm that you want to share or anything like that, but you're welcome to while we do a niche.
I wouldn't think there was much on Storm's side that would be very visible.
Okay.
However, on Illindar's side,
Yeah, how are you going to describe this? I'm very curious.
I don't know how to describe this. He smolders now.
He's a male
okay.
succulus.
Like
How you
in
doing?
Jumanji?
Yeah, no, he's kind of.
He's that good looking.
He just, he got better. I don't know how else to say it.
Well, I guess one way you could put this is that Illindar has always been sort of as drows go, he's always been sort of a rough and ready kind of character, right? He's very devoted to Storm, and he's been a little bit introvert is too strong a word.
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, introvert is too strong a word, but he definitely was, sort of the summoner. It was Storm was important to him. That's what is his thing. But now that you see him, he seems like he's taken on some sort of. It's not an aura per se, but it's like he has a different presence, a more aristocratic presence, a more noble presence. His features have changed somewhat to become more angular. He may be a little taller, not like
Right.
Fletcher taller, but a little taller. He stands a little straighter. He has a sort of air about him. That
Didn't have before.
that he did not have before. He's just a little bit more
More.
imperious, I guess. for lack of a better term. I mean, that would be probably the best way to describe it, is imperious. So let me finish these guys.
Here's
off.
another word for dickishness. I'm not sure.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of it is. Yeah.
Now when he walks by, he just face palms it, move.
Yeah. You are beneath me.
Well, no, but I mean, he's not beneath you.
And he's of noble lineage now, is that you're saying? Like,
Yeah, there's a
suddenly
there's
Lord
a
Blackheart's
certain.
like, well, hello, fellow noble. Why don't you come hang out with me?
He exhibits a certain. He does exhibit a certain kind of nobility to him.
There's a presence there that wasn't there before.
That sounds specific.
Does
We ever-
enchantment site show anything about him, Les?
No, other than you've seen.
Actually, you would see enchantment site, he would see more magic swarming all through.
Yeah, you would.
There's a lot more innate stuff that I've got that I didn't have before. So
Now that I know you're more noble, I have a secret ale room for you to join me in that only the noble can go to. So you can separate yourself from this rabble.
right.
All right, let me get this sort of sorted here. Did I even do that right? I guess I did. Let's add that. Get that in there. All right. Everybody ready? Everybody got their stuff in? All right, very cool, very cool. All right, so round one starts. As you guys break through there, these Nefeshni commandos are these big sort of demons that look sort of like pigs. They have tusks and weirdly tiny wings, and they have sort of they ooze with a greasy black and purple kind of energy around them. So the first one is this guy. He looks over and sees Gatto, and he points. So Gatto, give me a quick perception check. 40, that's it? That's all you can roll?
Well,
Okay.
45 for traps.
45 for traps. So it's not a trap, but this guy is, so you see him, and what you see next to him is he's got one hand up, and he's sort of, you can see him as you come rolling in, you can see him sort of, there's what looks to be a wall of stone from like the spell. And you've seen walls of stone before in various aspects, but he's looks like he's controlling it, and he's bending it downward so that it forms almost like a half pipe, inverted. You can't see what it's inverted over, but as you come pouring through there and the door opens and there's combat and that kind of stuff and arrows flying, he looks over and his hand is still up holding this thing into the air, but you see him sort of pull out this, I don't know, it's a gnarled piece of wood and metal interject together, and it's got like a purple gem on it, and he fires at you magic missiles. 5 of them come shooting out of that at you and strike you. You also notice with dismay that all of them have these purple wands with them.
Yep.
15 points of damage as the magic missiles slam into you.
What's the wand look like? What's it made out of? What is it?
It's sort of a mixture of wood and like sort of this weird purplish silver metal, and it's got a purple gem on the end of it. And this guy just blasted, looks like he blasted Gatto with magic missiles out of it. All right. So that's now Feshni Commando 1.
If it's
Now
not
it's-
an evil weapon, I want one of those so I can verm things in the future with it.
Does it look like it's not
RPG
Nihydrian, is it, Les?
Huh?
It's not Nihydrian stuff, is it?
It doesn't look like it is. Not Nihydrian crystals. It just looks like. Do you want to give me a? Do you want to do a?
Well, he can't see it at
knowledge
all from where he's at.
It's a good point. That is a good point.
Okay.
But yeah, I already gave you too much.
Yeah.
This guy also seems to his wall of stone is also suspended in the air, but it seems smaller. Maybe he just has finished casting it, but he also turns around and fires again at Gatto, who's right there. So another 16 points of damage from magic missiles. So another 5 magic missiles go slamming into you. It's your turn now, though. So now you can get some revenge. But hold that thought. I gotta go. I'll be right back. I gotta go do a pee.
Sorry, you ended up jumping right into the middle, Gatto.
No, you're not.
I am. You're trying to help and you're getting
Yeah.
pelted for it.
This won't happen again.
Bardos, enlarge person's one of your spells, right?
Yeah, sure.
What if you enlarge Fletcher now? What size is he gonna be? Is he gonna get squoze?
It'll be huge, I think, right? He's
Yeah,
large
Les
now, so
covered that.
would
He
be-
said I become 18 feet tall and I get double the effects of an enlarge now.
We got, speaking of like hooks, we should strap hooks to you when you do that, so we can just like ride you into battle.
If we had, if Storm had like a real, like large saddle on her, then you could like actually like, she'd be your size to ride her into battle and that'd be amazing.
We're like the 2 adults going into battle with all the kids around us.
Pretty much, that's exactly what it would be, but
Hey, guys.
Hey, Amy.
Howdy.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey.
like,
Has she entered into the contest with the kids?
she's gonna win.
She
'Cause
wins.
I think she got all the waves and hellos. So your kids are batting uphill this evening.
Pretty
Just
much, yeah.
saying.
they lost tonight.
You like walked all over the place and opened the door, and your kids usually just like creep into a corner and then disappear.
Right.
It's hard to catch them.
All right. Sorry about that. Okay, Gatto, you are up.
Okay. I've got 4 attacks. I'm doing them all against this guy here.
Why? It's just
Because-
piling on, I guess.
I need to get rid of him so that the rest of the people can flood into this room and take care of things.
Okay.
Does 30 hit?
Does not.
Does
Ooh,
47?
natural-
It's a natural 20.
Natural 20 might. 47 does hit.
Might? 29 does not
Oh.
confirm.
That does not confirm. So just a hit, but exploding dice.
Okay, hold on. And then third swing.
Oh no.
Oh, let's see if I can confirm the fumble.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
32 would not have hit.
Would not have hit. So that is a
Okay.
confirmed fumble. So go ahead and roll the damage from your hit, and then we'll figure out what your fumble is. And this is with your grandfather's blade?
Yeah, my grandfather's blade.
Okay.
Well, now we
Let's
see why Gatto
see.
stays invisible and out of combat.
Exactly.
I'm not talking any crap. I haven't done anything useful yet.
This is a great fumble, too.
Okay, 11.
11. Okay.
I'm not done yet.
Where'd that come from?
That's my sneak attack.
Okay.
So 41 points of damage,
Okay.
and he has 6 bleed now.
6 bleed?
Do you
Yeah.
get exploding dice on the sneak attack?
I don't think so. Just on the regular. No, just on the weapon damage.
Okay.
So 41, 6 bleed. So I'll just put that in there, -6, so I can say that. All right, so
And
he
then-
is not happy. Let me double check, make sure that they're not immune to bleed. They are not immune to bleed.
Sorry.
Much to their chagrin.
Much to their chagrin.
I
Sorry.
yell at everyone else to just ignore him, run back, and kill these other guys that are out here. I also yelled at Ildendar, hey, this is the room where you found that ring for Alishanira.
But I found the ring, yeah.
Yes.
In your pocket. All right, so, okay, Commando next. Wait, did you
Wait a
didn't
second,
Harold
yeah.
fumble? You got a fumble, didn't he?
Oh, the fumble. Yeah. So your fumble is Bohemian Ear Spoon.
Yeah,
You
thanks,
are
Matt.
you are deafened until healed.
Harold allows it.
You can't hear anything.
Awful good. I gotta call it. Oh, you
Hey.
deafened now? So now he's shouting at the top of his voice, hey, Hey, Illandar, can you hear me?
All
Why are you
right, this
shouting?
guy,
Right here.
what is he gonna do?
Bohemian Ear Spoon. That's gonna be my next password. Bohemian Ear Spoon 1.
All right, first things first. As a free action, he's going to create an unholy nimbus.
Wait, did you skip, I thought I had 29. Did I get lost here somewhere?
Where are you? Did you get 29?
Well, I did.
Well,
Make
You
it
weren't
back.
maybe clicked. She wasn't clicked on her icon. It probably didn't. go
Ah,
into it.
okay. Hold on. Let me double check. Make
Sorry.
sure. Yeah, you did get 29.1. So let's get you in there. Hold on. We stop everything. Hold on.
Time stop. We cast time stop.
There is
Special
there you
hero
are.
power I have.
Super fast. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Nope, that's not it.
I like the reverb you got going on, Jennifer.
Again. I'm
Makes it
sorry.
sound like it makes it sound like you're fighting from inside the Sylvan Glade.
Oh, that's so irritating. I'm sorry. Does that help at all?
Yes.
That there's no more reverb. Yeah, I didn't mind it. I thought it was cool. But
So that's better?
yes,
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
considerably.
that's all right. I thought you were fighting from inside of Dodger Stadium. That was kind of
Yeah,
cool.
exactly. Like, I'm the luckiest cat woman / woman elf
Archer,
in the
killer,
world.
Archer killer in the world.
Hunter.
All right. All right, Ferrado, you're up. I'm sorry we skipped you. We got
No,
you in
it's
there
my
now. What do you?
fault. I didn't have my icon. That's my bad.
No,
Okay,
no worries.
so, Storm is right here next to me, and I'm going to reach out and touch him and cast Strong Jaw on him.
Strong Jaw. What does that do?
Basically makes his natural attacks like he's 2 sizes bigger.
Holy crap.
I don't think Mike knew what that spell was till you said that.
No, but
God,
she's already huge.
she's
So
huge.
that makes her.
That's
It
huge.
doesn't make her bigger, just the weapon
Right.
does that much more damage, right?
Yeah,
no,
but her,
that's
her
also-
bite
that's
now
also
does
the most damage.
gargantuan damage.
There's only
Yep.
3 sizes of dragons. Wee,
Yep.
not so wee, and freaking huge.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Did somebody say
Dragon.
the D?
No, no one did.
No, no one did. She can still reach you.
And it wasn't the Raven either.
Yeah,
Nevermore.
don't blame it on Astrid.
And you need to tattoo a like a red palm on your cheek.
Like the Urukai.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So Strong Jaw on Storm. So Storm is you are now delivering bite. Well, is it any natural attack?
Uh-huh.
Any natural attack, which for Storm is all of them,
All of them.
are now
Oh.
dealing as a colossal creature. Is
Yeah.
there anything bigger than colossal?
Kaiju.
Mega colossal.
The kaiju, yeah. Kaiju.
Yeah, jaws, claws, everything.
All right. Wow, that is a great spell. Doing anything else? Did you move or anything like that?
With the
No, I'm
dice.
sticking by Lothar. I'm not moving anywhere.
Okay. All right. So that guy, so he's going to do his Nimbus. So first things first, he's going to do, so he's going to do Unholy Nimbus. This is going to be big. So, whoops.
He doesn't have to.
Sure he does.
Parlay.
Well, he wants to though. All right. If you're in the red, you are now potentially succumbing to the Unholy Nimbus. 3 times a day as a free action, the demon can create writhing colored lights on its body. 1 round later, it will burst in a 60-foot radius. Any non-demon caught within this area will suffer the consequences, which we will find out next round. In this case, so he's also going to...
Is the ray the yellow? What's the ray?
The red. So the red circle around the Nalshini,
The big circle.
the big circle, that is going to be when he explodes. He doesn't explode this round. It's next round. But when he does, it's going to be friggin' great. View a target with chaos touch effect. All right. So he is going to.
I guess we can't wait for him to bleed out from Gado's attack.
No.
He's gonna. So he's
They
gonna.
get 2 attacks per round. There's not 4 of them.
Well, they get claw bite unless he uses the the wand of magic missiles.
No, I mean, if they're coming up in the rotation a second time.
Oh, it's different ones. Each of them is in
So
the
there are
rotation.
4. Okay.
Yeah, there's 4.
You may not see it in your position.
Yeah, so he's incensed that he's been hit. So he's going to go 50-50 on whether he fights Fletcher or Flashheart. He wants Fletcher because Fletcher looks dangerous. He wants Flashheart because Flashheart is a paladin. So low is Flashheart.
Torn between two
Ooh,
lovers.
That's a Flashheart attack. And he's going to make a full attack, not using the wand. He's going to do the claw bite. So, oh boy, that is a pretty high number that he's got there. So
Just remember, both you guys have a +2 AC because you're close to Storm.
And a +4 AC because you're close to Lothar.
Okay, so I got a +6
Nice.
-2. I'm still
And,
+4.
and
Plus,
a
we've
minus.
got an extra one. Oh, no, that's not AC, that's resistance.
No.
4.
So +4 to AC, +4 resistance bonus.
And a
on saving
minus
throws.
10.
And then 6, that's
And a lesser globe of invulnerability.
What does that even do?
And a +1 from haste. So
Lesser globe of invulnerability stops any spell under 3rd level.
Ooh, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay. All right. But he's not trying to spell. He's trying to bite you and claw you to death with his disgusting chaos-ridden claws. So the first claw, 32. No. Second claw, 47. Let me check and that may be a potential crit. Yeah, crits on a 19 or 20. So that's a potential crit. Let's go ahead and roll that. See if that confirmage. 30. That I'm going to say that's probably not a confirm.
No.
And then the bite as he tries to bite you. 44. That hit you?
No, that 47 hit me.
40, but not the 44.
No, well, thanks to my
not
good
those
friends.
bonuses.
Get out with all those
Wow.
bonuses at me.
All right. So he gets you. So a couple of things. 15. And let's just go pop that in there. We're going to go ahead and do our exploding dice. All right. So 21 points of damage. And then something called Touch of Chaos, which is the next round. Anytime your target rolls a d20, you have to roll twice and take the less favorable result. There is no save. So basically, you're at disadvantage. So for your any d20 that you roll next round, Flashheart, you have to roll it again and take the lowest of that roll, be it saves, attack rolls, whatever.
Got it. Until he's
All
dead or
right.
until the round is over.
Until the end of the round, next round.
Got it.
I think that's it for him. You can see these writhing colors begin to boil off of him as he claws Flashheart and leans back.
That was 27 points of damage, right?
21 points. Lothar. The angelic aspect of Lothar.
Am I able? Well, let me use Alt. Where the hell's Alt? There we go. Am I able to make a 5-foot move? Well, I'm flying, so
It's pretty
gonna
tight in there. It's going to be tough for you to fly past Storm. It's going to be even tougher for you to fly past the Nalfeshni.
And the Fletcher.
well, no, I'm not trying to fly past that. I'm just trying to get in here tucked behind Storm.
Oh yeah, no problem there.
Fly up over his booty.
Yep.
Okay, so then that's basically a 5-foot step.
Okay.
Then
A
I'm
5-foot flight.
a 5-foot flight. And then I'm going to channel energy.
Ooh, okay.
So 27 points to
Healing?
everybody. Yes, 27 points of healing to everybody.
Does that reach? Oh, it's the green circle. Yeah, so it reaches Gatto.
Yes, it reaches Gatto.
If it's more than what we have, we get to hang on to that as extra.
Yeah.
No,
No.
it just max is max, but it heals Gatto. It stops whatever until healing thing he had going on.
Does
it
it restore
also-
my hearing?
Well, that was until healing, so it should, yeah.
Oh.
You were deafened until
Okay.
healed. You were just healed. The
Okay.
other thing it does is it gives you Fateful Channel. So you have the ability to roll twice and take the better. So
Does
anybody
that mean
who
I
is
can roll 3 times now?
no, anybody who is affected by the one where you have to roll twice and roll the worst, you're now back at equal.
Also, Gatto's deafness is cured.
Right.
That's what we were saying, right?
Yeah. So
Yours
Gatto's
isn't,
death is
though.
Gatto's death is
Mine isn't,
secured,
Not yet.
and anybody who was effectively at what we would call disadvantage is now even.
Yep.
And
Otto's still
anybody
gonna pretend he can't hear us, but
anybody who
Yeah.
wasn't is it has an extra roll if you need one for attack, saving throws, etc. So that was a move, and I can't. I don't think I can channel energy as a swift action when I move, even 5 feet. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can channel energy. It's a standard action.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll do that as a swift action. And then as my standard action, I will launch arrows.
Okay.
I say one arrow.
35. Wait a minute. Yeah, 35 against touch AC.
That's gonna hit.
So
26 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I don't like it, but it's working.
and also, no, Gatto's still not in. Everybody, and by the way, I'll move Astrid up here behind me. So everybody except for Gatto is still in the range of the angelic aspect.
Yeah, thank you.
Correct. Yeah. Just Gatto's outside.
Mhm.
Cool.
It
All right.
burns
Is that
anyway.
it for you?
What's that?
I said it burns anyway.
Burns. Ow, jeez. Hot.
But you start every sentence with "I'm not evil." Well, then feel my goodness and burn.
Hold on. Oh my goodness. And burn. Holy shit.
Hey, what was our final catchphrase of the year, Les?
It's not. So there is a winner. And he is with us tonight. It is our friend Chuck who won for I want to make sure I get it right. Hold on a second. It is the bureaucracy in hell.
That was a good one. I voted for the other one. I like that one though.
And
What?
once again, I have no memory of saying it. I should stop sniffing glue before gaming sessions.
The one that didn't come from our gaming group, this group, as far as I know, was the one like, I know it sounds bad, but outrunning a woman is worse than trying to
It's
outrun a young
easier.
girl.
It's easier to catch a 26-year-old than a 12-year-old girl.
I know this, and that was Don. And he was like, "I know this is going to sound bad."
Yeah.
In my
I'm
experience,
still gonna say it.
My
Yeah.
experience. I was like, that can't win less because that's gonna be on our permanent record.
well, then it'll be on a shirt, right? I mean, it's then he's going to have to wear it around.
I know this sounds bad, but
Yeah, that's a T-shirt that ends up being referred to as Exhibit A for the people.
Where is
I
it? Where
started
is
it
it?
with, I know this is going to sound bad.
Well, that's like saying "with all due respect" and then being an asshole. It
Yeah.
doesn't counteract. You can't.
You're
Say,
still an
but
I
ass.
know
I'm
this is
not
gonna
evil.
kill you, but I'm
Wait,
still
I'm
gonna
not-
shoot you with this
I
gun.
really did love the. Did you mean cure her wounds or end her suffering or whatever?
End her
it was?
suffering.
I'm not evil, but yeah.
All right. So the proper quote from Chuck is, "What I have no problem believing is that we are on a lower plane of hell and bureaucracy is a thing."
Thing. Yep.
Yep. That was the ultimate championship. The final vote came from a quarter. I didn't expect it. Our friend Heather Ganchinitz came back and was within about 2 hours of the email going out, came back with that vote. And I wrote back, "Thanks for the vote. When are we going to see you again at game night?" And I haven't heard back from her since. So
Yeah.
That was it.
so that was it. But yeah, there were some great quotes. I think things like, so you're bringing along 12-year-old girls, you're ratting out the party, you're really pushing the bounds of lawful neutral here. I liked that one. And I always liked this is another Chuck one. Does anyone else find it disconcerting we find ourselves in a prison and all we have are touch spells?
That was a good one.
I think it was a good one too. So lots of great quotes. I mean, this one was really tough, but Chuck will send out an official email to everybody and you will be getting a shirt at some point in the undefined near future.
Hey, guys, I do want to point out that there was one quote that wasn't in the list at all that we really wanted to see. My daughter had a quote saying, "That's a man's 9 inches."
That's a man's eye interest. That gets said a lot, actually.
Okay, I like that one. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, also for the other thing you put in there about Verm assists, I'm all for that. Anything that raises more money and allows more people to participate in Verms.
Yeah.
Like this guy.
Are
who
you guys
never
down
gets
for
one.
that? You guys down for the Verm assist?
I didn't understand it. What does it mean?
Well, basically, the assist is whoever gets the verm. We used to track it, but it was like whoever gets vermed, right? So if you fight a creature and it's got 25 hit points, you do 20 on it, and Mike comes in and kills it. He gets the verm, but you get the assist, which is like another I think somebody said $3 to St. Jude is how they want to do it. It came up in Quarantine with the Classics because they were so they were actively helping each other trying to get verms. I'm just letting you guys,
They
go.
were
Yeah.
effectively they were cheating to try to pump up their numbers.
Yeah, they were getting some rookie numbers, and so they had to pump them up.
Yeah.
So
So
they
now-
were
it's
active.
The Vermer and the Vermi.
Yeah.
The Vermer and the
Yeah.
Vermi, yeah. So the Verm E is the assist. Gets the assist.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
All right, as long as everybody's
I
okay
don't
with
think
it,
it- I don't think it-
we'll
I
start
don't think it
tracking.
taints- I don't think it taints the spirit of the Verm.
I don't think so. We'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, we'll dump it.
Well,
Right.
I think setting up Verms on purpose takes the spirit out of the Verm personally.
That's kind of yeah.
agree with that.
These business people who decided to get together and cooperate, that's not what, no.
Yeah.
He
It's,
just stole, he
level-
stole kills wholesale from
Yeah.
everybody. There was no cooperation. There was no, oh, let me set this up for you, or I'll tee it up and you spike it. No, he just sat back quietly and went, mine, mine, mine.
Yep, he
I think
did.
Tom would actually really like appreciating the person that he vermed the most at the end of the year, though.
Yeah.
That's
You
something
can.
he would-
We might have. That's a great idea. We might have to have a special award for
Floating,
the biggest loser.
Yeah. Who got the
most.
who got the most kills stolen from them? That would be, yeah.
Yeah,
That
if
would
we
be
could get
Verm-worthy.
we could get some sort of like copper trophy that has that trombone. We'll figure it out. We'll figure that out.
The small trophy of a toilet.
With some toilet trophies. All right. So is that it for you, Lothar?
That is it for me.
Okay. By the way, I just want to mention that is a twofer for Chuck on funniest quotes. So you got the funniest quote last year too, which I don't remember off the top of my head what it was, but
Everybody's fast when they're falling off a roof.
that's true. Everybody's fast when they're falling off a roof.
Still funny.
It's still funny. Sorry, it for you, Lothar?
It is.
Awesome. All right. So final commando, what he's gonna do. So he's gonna he's going to move into the room because he was sort of stepping outside. He's gonna move in here and he is going to shoot Gatto with his magic missile gun. 16 points of magic missiles, Gatto. Are you taking points off, or are you just sort of ignoring that?
If you'll look, I am taking points off. I just got healed for
Yeah,
some
he
of them.
just got
guys.
healed.
Oh, he just got healed. Okay, all right. Never mind then. I'm sorry. I thought you were cheating again.
Even the dungeon master is on Gatto's case.
So he's going to do that, and he is going to set up his own thingamabob as a freedom action.
Freedom action.
I won't let you down. All right. So he's going to begin doing that. All right. So you might notice there's a new guy on the initiative chart. It is a barrel.
Football.
Like Donkey Kong kind of barrel?
Kind of.
Great.
So we'll just skip over that. Bardos, you are up.
I'm gonna step back to get a clear view of Flash Art. Radiance doesn't have keen edge, right?
Radiance is not keen. I don't. Well, no, wait. I have to check. It
I
might
have
be
a
keen now.
I have a keen
It's keen.
attack, but it's keen.
Hey, Gordon,
I don't
If
think
you
that's
take
it.
if you take a step south instead of back, are you still within what you need?
Yeah.
Do that instead. So one to the left,
Oh,
the other left.
oh, that way?
Your other left.
There you go.
Your other left.
Well,
That
what I
way.
wanted to do doesn't matter though, because he's not, so I don't even know that I would take that step then. Because Lothar, you wouldn't benefit from Keen, right, with yours?
No,
What about
Uh,
Glabrersy boy?
I wouldn't.
Ferrado, are you planning on taking arrow shots now, or are you doing
Yeah,
stealth?
I mean, I do intend on it.
Okay, well, I'll give it to her then.
No, I don't see that Radiance is keen.
Yeah, it really would make more sense to give it to him.
No,
Radiance
please.
is not keen according to what I'm looking at.
Okay.
It's not inherently, I should say, it's not inherently a keen weapon, which some
Okay,
people
I'll
do
give it-
have.
Yeah, I
give
think
it to
I thought I had a
Fletcher.
keen attack is what I'm thinking of. But okay,
It just doubles your crit range, basically, so whatever.
thank you, sir.
That's a big deal,
So I had 18 to 20 before,
Probably.
so now it's
but more so on a sword than an arrow. Like
be
a bow.
16 to 20,
Yeah.
I guess. It was 18 to 20 before, so it's 16 to 20 now. Nice. Thank
Yeah,
you.
16 is crit. That's awesome.
Thanks, Bardos.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Anything else for you, Bardos?
Nope, that's it.
Flashheart, your time has come. Radiance is singing. Well, you should try not to, fumble.
Yeah, she's all Cliff Clavin me here. Hey, Nami, what you want to do is you want to, put this my pointy end into that other guy. Shut up.
I
Yeah,
watched.
I'm
I watched a comedian talking about. You remember when the old Kevin Costner Robin Hood movie came out?
No.
Oh
And he
my
was
God.
talking about, hey, I love it was a black comedian. He was talking about, I love historical movies that are true to the time and that kind of stuff. And I just saw the Robin Hood one. He goes, Kevin Costner's Robin Hood's fantastic, and he's like Christian Slater as Will Scarlet, perfect. Then he goes, Morgan Freeman. He goes, there was no brothers.
He was an Arab.
There's funny. The Moors had Spain.
He was
at
a
the time.
Moor, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The
It was
Moors
it
owned
was
Spain
funny.
at
He's
the
like, there was no brothers in England. He goes, what was he doing? He was with the Arrow Caddy. I was like, oh man, we're tripping on dangerous ground here.
Ouch, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have a quick powwow with Radiance. All right, get it together. I know we got the jitters. Come on, bring out the Herald. Come on, let's do this. All right,
Bring it
What
for
I
the
got.
Herald.
All right, I'm on. I can't hear this music without thinking the Nazis, the American Nazi Party and Blue Brothers.
Oh no,
I've
I
always
hate-
loved you.
I hate Illinois Nazis.
Every time I hear it, all I can think of is Charlie Don't Surf.
Yep. I swear I can see Robert Duvall going, look at the brakes. Look at how they split. Look at that. It's beautiful.
All right, that was supposed to be a multiple attack. I don't know why it didn't work there, but
All right. 34 is going to miss,
I'm
but
just standing.
but close.
Okay.
31 also a miss. Come
Good
on, bring the
Lord.
heat, buddy.
Remember, you got haste.
Oh, I forgot about the haste. What is it? Haste add? That adds
Another extra
Extra
attack.
yeah.
Your-
Kind of adds 1 to all your attacks.
And adds one, so
Uh,
35 hits, doesn't it?
Yeah, 35 hits. Big wiener.
And so if I have one more attack, I have one more then. Because of
Yep.
the haste. There we go.
Ooh, natural Twanzo. Let's see you confirm that beast. 16. 16
Well,
plus
now, it was
23 is what? 39?
Yeah.
That is a confirmed critical. Radiance's first confirmed critical.
Nice.
All right. Do the damage for the first one first.
Right. I gotta go. I didn't update the chart here, so I gotta look at this. So it's +5 plus the 2d46 from 2d6. So
Send out
plus
these
5.
emails. Everybody just sort of.
I didn't have my script caddy with me to update my
All right. Remember 46 holy damage, double holy.
Yep.
+5 weapon, plus whatever else you got going on with it.
yeah, so I don't know how to roll it a D10 or D8 plus 46. I'll do the D10 first or the D8
Okay.
first.
We'll tally it. We're tallyable. I think it was the
There's
Bride of
that.
the Valkyries that brought out that crit. Ooh, max. All right, so 26 points from the first hit. Now, do you want the chart or the damage on the crit?
Oh, I want the chart.
What, the chart?
something.
Really?
46 plus what? 46 plus what was
Oh,
it?
fuck me. Look at this.
Okay, 46. Okay, here we go. Here's the 46. Ah.
All right, so this is the holy damage.
Uh, 22.
22 holy. Look at all those sixes. Holy crap it stands.
Come on,
All right, and so here is the chart. Collapsed lung is the name of the crit. Target suffers maximum plus bonus and is staggered for 1d4 minutes. For minutes. What is staggered?
You only get a single action.
Oh, does that include his glowing in the dark thing?
Well, that's a free thing, so that's going to happen regardless, and it's already in motion. So, staggered, single move or standard action each round, but not both. He can still take free swift and immediate actions. There you go. All right, so staggered. So I need max. What is the maximum amount of damage you can do? And then roll another bonus for your weapon damage. So roll another. Oh, well, it'll be 26, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So another 26, plus go ahead and roll 1d8 plus 18.
1 second.
And I think I don't have to even roll the 1d4 minutes because it's going to be all over long before he destaggerifies himself. Unless he commandos out of here, which he might do, frankly. Snails are the symbol of staggering. Another max! Holy shit! Oh, wait. So that... roll a d8, no bonus, because you get.
I thought you said plus 18 is what you said.
Well, no. You're right. You're right. This is right. 8. So let me tally this up. Hold on a second. 12.
Plus the holy damage from those attacks, right?
He already. Oh, yeah. He gets holy damage again. So another 46.
Jesus. All right. Oh wait, I have this down here.
All right, I'm here for you.
Thank you.
Another 14. All right, hold on. Shit, you're fucking finding my whole stuff here. All right, 10.
Die already.
22, 24. Holy shit, dude. I don't think you've ever done this. 2, 4, 6, 8.
That's not quite Fletcher level of mayhem, but
It's not Fletcher level, but you busted triple figures. That's 104 points of damage.
Nice.
As
Nice.
Radiance, so I'll just literally this guy only had 86 hit points left. So you take Radiance, the Ride of the Valkyries singing. Radiance is like, oh, you just stab that thing right in this guy's guts. Gatto, you see Radiance come out the other side and plunk back up. You punctured his lung. He staggers around, drops the wand, and keels over with a kaboom onto the ground.
Nice.
Dead.
Did anybody hit him besides Gatto? I couldn't remember if Farina or anybody else actually hit him.
Oh yeah, Gatto and Fletcher
right.
both hit him. Yeah, so no Verm there. You gotta
Okay.
you gotta coordinate, buddy.
No.
No, they need to have a natural.
Yeah, it's gotta have a natural. I'm a
Yeah,
natural.
Dorado got a strike in there too.
All right.
What's going on with you, Don? It's freaking me out, man.
It falls
Pardon?
down onto the ground.
You're turning green there.
All right. Flashheart with first demon kill of the night. Fletcher. You
Oh,
are
your
now
screen was
up.
going green for a second, Don, but now you're fine now.
I dropped off for a second.
Oh, okay. So what I'm planning to do, so he is flying and he's going to run to here. Or he's going to
Okay.
basically charge to there
Don't you have
because
wings
he
now
has
too,
reach, he can
Fletcher?
hit him from there, right?
Wait, say that again.
So he's charging to this point in a straight line,
Okay.
but he has reach, so he can hit him from here. I don't have to keep moving forward.
You're
Correct.
talking about this guy right here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can hit him.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to do a full attack.
I hate that you can charge into a full attack. That sucks.
All right. Attack 1. Oh, sorry. No, I get +2 for the charge. Boop, boop. All right. Attack 1.
Ooh, let's confirm that, baby. Oh, an unconfirmed fumble. It's
Actually-
just a
Wasn't
miss.
a 35 hit anyway?
Actually, hang on.
Natural one. That's nothing you can do
Hey.
about that, buddy.
Fletcher still has the from the burst. He's still got the reroll one.
I can re-roll.
So reroll that fumble so you can murder this guy.
I don't think
Can
that's
we
fair.
just say that that's my re-roll, the 7?
No. You should try and roll
Okay,
another one.
I'll do again then. Re-roll.
Damn it.
That's a
51.
crit threat.
Oh, that's a hit. I should have took the 7.
Should have let the 7 go.
Confirming the crit.
Confirming the crit. That's a 52. That's,
That's
confirmed
a confirmed.
critical. So was that
Okay.
with your weapon or with your
Yeah, that's with the
Labrazu
sword.
hand? Okay.
Nope, that was the sword. Here's the second
just the
sword
first
attack,
attack.
or the bonus sword attack.
Okay. Oh shit. That's a potential crit too, isn't it?
And confirming.
Ah, fuck. Two. All right. So we've got 2 critical hits.
2 crits. Third sword attack.
That's a miss.
Miss.
I was going to say it's a miss because he's like carved 2 large swaths out of this guy. This guy's only like 3 foot tall now.
It's only a flesh
That's
wound.
another crit threat. Confirming
Okay.
crit.
An unconfirmed crit. That's
One
just a hit.
unconfirmed crit threat. Okay. And then the arm.
That's a hit.
Okay, so 2 crits, a exploding dice, and the arm.
Correct.
Ow.
You should have accepted the 7. You got greedy. right?
I
You
got greedy. I flew too close to the sun on wings of pastrami.
That's it.
All right. So how do you want to do this? You want to do
Let's get
wanna
the
go for
easy
the
ones
bottom
out of
up?
the way right away. Here's
because he's at full hit points. This isn't automatic. I mean, he's got a lot.
Here's the exploding dice regular hit.
All right.
Oh,
I did get 1, so I'll roll a d6.
Okay. 37 plus 3. Okay, so got
40.
it. Got it. Yeah, I know what 37 plus
40,
6.
and then
Thanks,
the claw.
Jesus.
oh.
Okay,
Exploding
50
there.
points. Well,
And
no, the
then
claw
I
did
guess
not crit.
Let's go chart. Let's have some fun for the 2 crits.
Chart. All right. So the first crit chart, these are both sword hits, right? So
Yeah.
weapon, not natural. All right.
Correct.
First one. Shit. All right. The first one is Earth Rumble. Target suffers max plus bonus plus all adjacent enemies are tripped. So there's no adjacent enemies. So okay. So max plus bonus.
Okay, max is
Sorry, my can.
39.
Good. Give me some bone dam.
And
And 31.
31.
Okay. All right. And then the next
And-
crit.
70, yeah.
Knockback. Target suffers max plus bonus and is pushed 1d6 squares directly opposite away from you. So back out into the air where he was before. So all right. So max again is 39.
Yeah.
And then do bonus 29. Okay. So hold on. Let's
Wow,
all right, let's
one.
see here. 25, 160. All right. 18, 4, 6, 12, 228. Does that jibe with what you're thinking?
That matches, yes.
All right. These guys have 243 hit points.
Oh,
So
but he is knocked back on top of it.
he is knocked back. So 43 minus 228. So that's 2. It's 15. Am I looking at 15? 15 points? Yeah, that's right. All right. So all right, there's his thing. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is now out here. All right.
Okay.
He's not happy about this either. He just got clobbered. All right, Fletcher, give me a quick perception check.
How about a natural 20?
Natural 20 on perception check. All right, so yeah, you see this guy over here. He just shot Gatto, but he's also so you see that there's like a wall of stone spell that's now curving. You can also see, I think you can also with a natural 20, you can see it. So you see a couple of things. Underneath that wall of stone, which he is curving down so that it covers something, you look underneath it and there is a huge barrel wrapped in chains with various kinds of like things stuck to it. And that's laying on the ground. You look over to the
We
right.
may have a bomb.
You look over to the right and you can see that this guy is also now converting a wall of stone in the same manner. He's got it floating horizontally above this barrel. And what they're doing is they're curving it around so that it essentially covers the barrel. And to your eyes, potentially focuses whatever's in that barrel, whatever's in the barrel downward.
We got some bombs being laid, guys.
Ilindar. You hear Fletcher yell out, "We've got bombs up here!"
That changed.
Bombs with a initiative roll, which is a little bit more disconcerting than anything.
That might change my plan.
Kill them, I'll disable them.
I was gonna get my first verm.
What level is Dispel Magic?
Oh, that one's wide open for a verm, isn't he?
Yeah. But Ilindar would not.
What
And that's
level is
what-
Dispel Magic, you guys? Does anybody know?
Well,
Third.
Storm doesn't know about the bombs.
Yeah, if he just called back.
I just called back.
Yeah, he just called back and said there's bomb. We got bombs.
We got bombs.
So
I don't know, Ilindar. Think about it. Think about the glorious verm you could get.
well,
You don't know that they're bombs. That's just Fletcher. Fletcher's a psycho, man. He's a 9-foot psychotic with an arm sticking out of him. He doesn't know what a bomb is.
Bomb's a wild animal.
there's 300 of them.
Well, it's not like he's doing long division over there.
Right. So dang it. Okay. If Storm heard that, Storm would actually be looking to ditch the bombs instead of getting my verm. So
I think it should be a sense motive check on Fletcher.
you know
Who
that's one
knows?
thing that
Does look evil.
I purposely from his character did not
You're not doing
does
that.
not have well, he does not have sense motive. You kind of trust people.
He's not doing
Especially he trusts people in his party. I mean, how
I love that
how
you.
else do you explain that he's been traveling with Gato this whole time?
I love that you've made a conscious decision not to put points in a sense motive because you don't want to know. You're just like, I don't want it. Whatever's evil shit's going on in the back of these guys' minds, I don't want to have
I'm
any
good with it.
inklings. It's
Okay,
fantastic.
so no sense motive, but but petty vengefulness, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, the two are mutually
Because
exclusive.
anytime anyone says dragon, he gets mad at me.
Les, he took the
Sorry,
shot.
what did you say?
It's
Anytime anyone says something,
so, I was gonna say for Storm, it's a game now. It's not even.
Hey, Les.
It was offensive the first time. Now it's just a game for her. She likes doing it. Kind of like she's like a big cat. So think of that.
That's-
Someone just put a laser pointer on you, and she just has to go after you. Just smack.
Les, he took the Sergeant Schultz feat. I know nothing. I see nothing. I hear nothing.
yeah.
Okay.
He has negative ranks in sense motive.
So, so Storm's going to come around here.
Okay.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 30 of her 70 move. So this is like an arch over the bomb, right?
Well, yes, it's
It's not
this
half a
one
sphere,
is.
It's
Yeah, this one is yeah, it's basically like a if you know anything about skateboarding, it's like a half pipe, right? So
Right.
he's basically converting a wall of stone into a half pipe over the top of the bomb. So that when it explodes, the magical wall of stone will focus the explosion downward into what you guys already know is sort of like the tactical nerve center of the Dwarven command,
okay.
which is in this tower below you.
She's going to get to right there. This guy gets an attack of opportunity.
Okay, take it. Let's try and claw you. With a little touch of chaos. Yeah, we will. What I roll?
Not enough.
Not enough. Okay.
Okay, she's going to grab this thing.
Which so she's gonna grab this bomb here.
That bomb right there, yeah.
Okay. So she's
And
gonna
then-
grab it out from under the wall of stone.
Yep.
And then what?
And then she's bolting up and away from the citadel.
All right. So
So that was one move to get over there.
This is awesome. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and give you control over that so you can take it with you. So you're grabbing the bomb and taking it with you. You're flying off.
45-degree angle up and just going up.
Just up into the sky.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And she's going to get her bearings and figure out where she can go that's not over the citadel anymore and be moving that direction.
Okay. All right.
I
So
don't know based on this map
moving
where-
west would probably be eventually. I mean, this is sort of like center left on the citadel as you face it. So if you move west, that would be probably the swiftest way.
You could
It's a
drop it on
way-
the 400-foot superhero outside.
Here's maybe a problem is that there are a bunch of rocks flying around too. So she might have an issue
not
with
a-
those
she's not
depending on
afraid
how
of
long
rocks.
she's in the sky.
She'll tear up rocks. She's not afraid of rocks.
There's hundreds of them.
Well,
man.
no, yeah, Mike, remember when we used to be afraid of rocks? That's
Uh-huh.
so.
A
Oh, she used
singular
to be.
rock.
She used to be very much. And now she's
Okay.
like, okay, whatever.
I think there's lots of them up there now.
Okay.
I don't
So
think
it
we
was
have a direct number.
basically gonna
Remember,
be
you
like-
saw them from the parapets in the scope, and it was
Thousands.
your first look. It looked like it was a cloud, a black cloud headed your way. That's how many rocks.
Okay. She just needs to get this bomb away from the citadel, and that's what she's doing.
Okay.
So she's not gonna go super far. She's just gonna get it to where she can toss it outside.
Mike wasn't here
So-
for the description of the armies that are at the gates, so.
No.
Oh, that's
I
right, that's right.
missed that one.
All right. So it'll take
Okay,
two
let me
rounds.
ask you this. Is
Sure.
to the west, is that where the armies are coming from?
No, they're coming from the south, essentially,
Okay.
as pertains to this map.
So if it's not that much further, especially if she's hasted, she can move pretty quick.
Do you want to like wheel around
She's
and drop the
she's
bomb on them?
Yeah, she's gonna run over there and drop it there, then come back for the other one. Well,
Okay.
it'll be several rounds, but
Yeah, it'll probably be close to get out there. So how fast does she move? She moves 70?
she's moving 70 right now.
70. So to get out over the citadel walls where the ground troops are, it's going to take her 6 rounds.
Well, that's 70 at one move. We've talked about like with flying, you do the same thing. You can run, which is triple.
Oh, so she's going
So
to go up
she
and
could
sort of
do-
dive bomb in.
So yeah, she could do 210
Ooh, okay. So I'm going to
as a
say
full round.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to say 6 rounds there and back.
Okay, then she's out of combat for 6 rounds because that's what she's doing.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna put this in here.
And then Ilandar's going to try for his berm. It's not got much of a chance, but
14 hit points, didn't let's say?
man,
Pick up the magic missile fire. Those are guaranteed hits pretty much.
yeah, that's what he's got.
So I'm just gonna tell you right now, he's got 15 hit points left, which is less than 10% of his hit points. So that will qualify. This is a qualified Verm attempt
With an assist.
with an assist from
The cra-
Fletcher.
The crowd hushes.
So there it is. Ilindar lets fly with magic missiles that shoot out and nail this guy. Boom, 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 boom. And
That could not be a truer Verm.
he drops out. This is the truest Verm. He drops out of the sky and falls to the ground. And you can hear the crash as he falls completely to the ground and is never seen again.
Your
Now,
Tom
does-
gleefully laughing.
Was the bomb underneath him, Les?
Oh,
He didn't
no,
have
it was
a
this
bomb.
guy way out here. He didn't have a bomb.
Oh, okay.
The other two
He
guys.
wasn't cool enough to have a bomb.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that is a Mike with
Fletcher is the assist.
Dan J is on the
Dan-
assist.
Dan's
Very
assist.
nice. All right,
I
very
have a
cool.
feeling
Very
That's going to happen to Fletcher a lot.
Yeah.
well. If you don't eat them alive, then they're just sitting there like, holy shit, what happened to me? And then somebody just rolls up and like donk, cock
Might
my
want
head.
to
That's it.
set up a separate account, Dan, just to.
There you go.
for-
Yeah.
$3 a pop.
But that was an OG Verm.
That was a original Verm. All right, so that was the end of round 1. All right, you stole that barrel. That commando is pissed. But now his barrel is gone. You're gonna drop it on some of his buddies.
He won't be pissed long. Fletcher's around the corner.
Fletcher's
so.
over there. So all right. So this guy is actually not. Oh, he's still there. So which guy's gone? He's gone. Well, there's 2 gone now. That sucks.
No, that's a good thing.
Yes, he's gone too. All right, so we go into round 2. This commando is pissed. So he's got this curved wall of stone that now he's like, shit. Somebody's ruined it.
Concentrate on that, or do I attack the big guy coming at me?
So he's going to fire his magic missile wand at you. Cool. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's at Fletcher. So that's 19 points. And then he is going to take his wall of stone. He's going to straighten it back out, and he's going to send it up in the air about 50 feet directly above where Fletcher is standing.
Okay. I'm not really standing, I'm flying, but that's okay.
Right. Well, he's moving it over towards you because you get the impression that he wants to drop it on you.
I gotcha.
All right. So he does that. That's all he can do. Ferrado.
Ferrado's going to cast Dispel Magic on that wall of stone over Fletcher's head.
Ooh, all right. So Dispel Magic is a D20 plus your caster level versus 10 plus the caster level of these dicks. So all right. So I've got
my caster level, that's it. Okay.
I mean, unless I'm misremembering that, it's caster level versus caster level essentially.
Unless you get spell penetration.
Oh, do you have spell penetration?
No, but isn't there a bonus? Don't you get your bonus from wisdom or intelligence on top of that too?
I cannot remember. Hold on a second. You might. Let's go ahead.
I think it's just level, I believe.
I think it's just caster level, but let's check. Could be. All right. Dispel Magic. Target dispel. 1 object, creature, spell. You make 1 dispel check, which is D20 plus your caster level, and compare that to the spell with the highest caster level, DC 11 plus the caster spell level. So yeah, so D20 plus your caster level against DC 11 plus the spell's caster level. So I know what the DC is. Do you want to know what it is?
So I get to roll my.
Yeah, you roll D20 plus your caster level. So it's D20 plus 15. The number you have to beat is 23. They have a caster level of 12. So 11 plus 12 is 23. So you have to beat a 23.
Okay.
Suspense is killing me. Oh, she did it at 24. Well, no, actually, it is you did plus 5 when it should be plus 15. So that's actually a 34.
Oh yeah. Oh, I gotcha. I haven't had to do that.
Ferrado steps up, grabs onto this necklace that she's wearing, and just goes. And Fletcher, you look up because you see this thing 50 feet in the air, and he's getting ready to drop it on you, and you just see it just go. As it sort of like dissipates, all the stones of the wall of stone just sort of explode and fall away into this like dust particles, which kind of looks like vaporize even before they get you. The wall of stone is destroyed.
Thank you.
Go get him, Tiger.
Wow, way to go, Ferrado's bringing the heat tonight. I love it. All right. Do you want to move or anything like that?
Yeah, I am going to take. I am going to move. I want to see the action, so I am going to get right here.
Okay.
This is a wall, so I'm going to be right behind this post, somewhat protected.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah, you got some cover there. I see what you're doing. All right. Cool. Beautiful. That is all right. So where's this guy? All right. So that's that commando. So he is going to focus. He's going to focus his efforts on his barrel. getting this thing. So he gets his wall of stone. He's going to use both his actions. His wall of stone is completely covering his barrel in a half pipe stance. Then he backs away, takes a 5-foot step, and brings his wand to bear, pointing at a flesher, but he does not get a chance to shoot. He's also going to begin his Nimbus explosion, but it won't go until next round. You guys did me dirty. I couldn't explode in my chaos Nimbuses because you guys kept being wieners and killing my dudes.
It's our job.
Yeah, well, it really stinks. A second. All right, here we go. All right, that's it for him. Gatto, you are up. Gatto?
Yeah, I know. I'm checking something out.
Hey, they stopped attacking you. Don't sound so sad.
And now he's thinking about going and stealing the barrel.
I need one. I need him dead so I can destroy the barrel. But okay, so I'm using spring attack.
Okay.
So I move to here. Attack once. God damn it! I don't get my sneak attack or anything though.
No, there's nothing there. He's not flat-footed or anything. There's no penalty to Dex. And he's got reach.
Why don't you roll the barrel off the edge and ride it down like Slim Pickens?
Well, so Storm stole that barrel. He's got reach, so he will get a swat at you.
Let me check something here because I also have lunge.
Yeah, but usually I think Gatto most uses that on barmaids, right?
Yeah, usually, but
No,
Usually.
that's pelvic thrust.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
This is a different combat maneuver.
Completely different. That's a skill more than a feat.
Totally different combat maneuver.
I don't know if I can use lunge and sneak attack. Lunge just increases my range.
There's no reason.
My armor class.
Yeah, you won't.
You're not going to get
sneak
precision
attack.
damage here.
Yeah.
He's not flat-footed or he doesn't.
Right.
Hey, there's nothing happening to him that would cause him to lose his Dex bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm using spring attack and lunge, so I'm only moving within 10 feet of him.
Okay.
So you won't get
I won't get the attack of opportunity. All right.
thing.
You want to be a huge baby about it.
Ooh.
Oh, come on. Come on. At a 35, he confirms it. I hate that. I hate you. All right, so that's a weapon. You're using Grandpa's sword?
Yeah.
All right, so that is a confirmed crit. You want the chart of the damage?
First of all, does this guy have damage reduction?
He does, but it's not a matter of it doesn't matter to you. I don't
Right.
think.
I was just making sure you remembered that.
Yeah, no, thanks. Appreciate you
Yeah, give
pointing
me
that out.
the chart.
Give me the chart. All right, let's have a look. See. All right, it's called Pimp Slap. Target suffers max plus bonus damage and is dazed for 1d3 rounds.
Take my strong hand.
Wow. Gatto pimp slapped a Nalshini demon. So, all right.
That should be a signature attack for you, Don.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, hold on. I got it. Okay, one of the interesting elements about stunned is that anybody who gets stunned drops what they have in their hand, and in this case, it is a large wand of magic missiles. And he is for 3 rounds. He is stunned for 3 rounds. What's the color of stunning?
Nice.
It's got to be. It's purple. Okay, hold on. All right, there you go. So he is stunned for 3 rounds and drops the wand onto the ground in front of him.
It's like, holy crap, Gatto hit me.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell is this little elf doing here? All right, so what's max damage for your weapon?
Max is 14.
14. All right, so go ahead and roll the bone dam.
So bone damage is normal damage.
Yeah, normal damage, whatever thing. It's only 14 for that weapon.
Oh, it's 1d10 plus 4.
Okay. All right.
Now, if he can sneak attack, it like
Yeah, suddenly it gets ugly. All right, so another 10. So 24 points of
24
damage.
points of damage.
And he is stunned for 3 rounds. You hit him in his in his little weenie, I think. With the low damage, high stun. All right, so that's 24. There you
So
go.
spring attack, I can move before and after.
Correct.
He's stunned. I'm going to try to disable the keg.
Well, the keg's gone. Is it? You don't
that
see
one's
it, do
gone.
you?
The only keg is. on the
Oh,
other
she
side.
disabled. Okay. Is
Yes.
this a keg?
No, those are all rubble on the thing. There's a keg over here underneath this thing, but there's only one more keg here.
Yeah, Storm stole that one.
Storm stole a keg and now is flying away with it,
And
probably
she's
trying
not
to
sorry
escape.
at all.
Hmm.
She's not apologetic.
It's totally what a dragon would do. So there's no keg there, but you could get behind him and get into a flank position. Well, I guess you would have to, because stun, you lose your dex bonus on stun, don't you?
Yeah, so he gets sneak attack
So-
from there for the next 3
yeah.
rounds.
You can just stand right in front of him and
I'm
hit him
just-
right.
yeah,
in
I'm
the,
just going to stand here.
Right in the
Skewer
gym,
his
right in the-
liver.
right in the Jimmy. All right, so you're gonna stay
I'm
right
done.
there. All
Yeah, I'm
right,
done.
Lothar.
Let's see here. 5, oops, wrong thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I'm going to come to right here behind Fletcher,
Okay.
Place to
will-
be.
which will put Fletcher and Gatto in my angelic
Mhm.
aspect.
Yep.
And then there's
That's it though for those guys.
yeah. So and then there's this guy, and he has a wall of force and a whatever, right?
So this guy over here, yeah, he's got a wall of stone, and it is over the top of the thing. You can see the keg in underneath it, but the stone wall is now on top of it and covering it. So it's ready to explode. He has stopped fiddling with that and is now focusing on you guys.
Don't you have like gloves of stone digging or whatever?
No, that's Illinois.
That's me.
Illinois, okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna get to here, and then I'm just gonna shoot that guy with an arrow.
Which guy?
This demon
Okay, gotcha.
hiding behind Fletcher.
That's my job.
Okay.
So that would
Uh,
be a
30 against touch.
well, it would actually be a 30. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, 30, but it's against touch.
Yeah, that's gonna hit him. So 27 points
Yes.
as the arrows of Erastil go slamming into this creature. All right. That being the case, the bomb goes to 9 for reasons that I'm not going to explain.
For no
Uh,
particular reason.
for
Yeah.
no
Might go to
particular,
8 next turn.
it might. Bardos, you're up.
I assume we're done at the end of this round because I'm going to bed.
Yeah, we'll finish up this round. We've only got a couple more people to go.
Oh, wait. I
Wait.
moved. Wait, I moved and I got an attack, but I forgot I'm under haste. Do I get a second attack?
No,
with the
only if you
move,
make
not with the
only if you
move.
make a full attack action.
Okay.
All right,
I'm gonna
Bardos, you're
use-
running up there next to Fletcher.
I'm gonna
Safest
use
place.
haste to move, and then I'm gonna cast a spell on the stone.
The wall of
So,
stone.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do to it?
Dispel it.
Spell it.
Ooh, here we go. All right. Well, you know what the DC is. It's 23. That was a great noise, whoever made that. Sounded like somebody fell into some jello. There it is, 27. All right. So, yeah, that dispels that wall of stone, which makes it completely disappear. It discombobulates and falls away into vapor, leaving the bomb exposed. Anything else, Bardos?
You put all that
That's all I
work
can do.
into that shape stone spell.
What now?
No, I'm talking to the demon.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, hey, I'm doing
All
the
that
best I
work
can.
just disappeared.
I'm working in a 2-dimensional system here. All right. Anything else, Bardos?
All I can do.
All right. You moved. You spelled. It's not all you can do, but I see what you mean. Flash art. You
All right,
are
so-
up.
By the way, speaking of demons, I sent you a text last. I thought like you appreciate.
I'll have to check it out here in a minute. right.
So it's about a 50-foot run to this demon here. Is the only one I can see. The one right ahead of me. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen.
Yeah, probably.
I don't fly. I don't have a dragon. I don't have any.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
So my question is, can I make the run just straight to that guy?
Like a charge?
Yeah, because I'm hasted anyway, and get one attack in.
Yeah, absolutely. You can.
Yeah, but
And he's stunned, which will make that attack a little easier.
Okay, is it a coup de grace then?
I would go one square up.
It's not a coup de grace, no. But yeah, you can get in there.
Are you talking about here, Mike?
Yes.
Okay.
Get you out of whatever nastiness is going on over there.
But wait, now Gado's flanking me. I'm nervous. All right.
You should, as you should be.
Jesus, I cannot roll to save my life tonight. Well, not very well.
25's a mid. Well, now wait a second. Wait a second.
Actually,
Ah.
I gotta check his.
I'm missing Lothar's thing too, so it's more. Isn't it?
No, it's most of it is natural. So yeah, no.
Use Lothar's thing to re-roll it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
I'm gonna
re-roll
reroll.
once.
Reroll.
No. Still a miss.
God damn.
Gotta roll above it.
Ever since Radiance got chatty, she's not delivering the heat. She's talking a blue streak, but
She's like, I'm just not feeling this hit. What is my motivation here?
I'm saving she's pacing herself, sir. All right, so that it for you, Flash Art? It gotta be.
That's it for me, and I'm going to bed.
All right, dude.
Okay.
Thanks, man. We'll see you
Night.
soon.
I'll see you
Peace
soon.
out.
Fletcher.
Night all.
I am going to charge him, obviously.
Okay. Ooh, that's not the guy I thought you were going to charge, but okay.
With a full attack.
Full attack.
Yeah, I hate-
And I'm activating my electrical damage, just in case that matters.
All right, sir.
So +2 and then other bonuses. Okay, first attack.
Do it, wiener. That's it.
Second attack, the hasted attack with the sword.
Okay. Also hit.
Damn.
Third attack with the sword.
Also hit.
Fourth and final attack with the sword.
Hit.
Then the attack with the Galabrazu arm.
Glab.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's a
potential
crit,
crit. Let's see if you can crit with it. Yeah, I guess you can crit with it. So it's a glab crit.
All right, let's take care of the easy ones first. I got 4.
4 regular hits.
All right, here you go.
Give me the numbers. I'll
These are
tally.
all plus 1 to all these, and then I'll do the electrical damage separate.
Okay.
That's 35,
Got it.
36,
Got it.
36,
Okay.
and 36.
So what was the third one again?
36.
Got it. Okay. You want to do the electrical?
Yes, that counts for the claw too. So I'm going to do 4 of them or 5.
Okay. 5. Yeah, 5 times. The claw delivers electrical damage too?
Anything I'm using.
Okay.
But if I'm using a bar stool, it gives off the extra D6.
I'm sure that's happened too. Clanked a
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
All right, 20 more
20
points.
points of electrical damage.
All right, so the glab crit. You want
Take the charge.
You want the chart. So this is a natural attack. This is very different. This is a different kind of
It
thing.
is.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. Eye patch for you is the name of this. Target suffers max plus double bonus damage plus 1d2 con drain as you got him in the eye. The
Nice.
target also suffers a -4 penalty on perception checks and ranged attacks until healed.
Wow.
All right, so max plus double bonus. That's something you
This
don't
is
see
the
every day.
right one to have this happen with too. Max is 51.
All right, what's double bonus? Hit me. Hit me with the double bone. That came out wrong. Just forget I said that. So 38 and 43.
91.
91. All right. So let me hold on. I gotta get a calculator. Hold on a second. 11, 17, 23, 24, 32, 35, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17, 22, 25. Wow, 29, 295 points of damage. I think I mentioned before that
They
these
have
guys,
200, yeah.
yeah, that they have 243, I believe. So he goes
Getting him in the
down.
eye helped.
Yeah, you basically, you're slashing away with the sword, boom, 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 scoring him from a ton of cuts. But then the Glabrazu arm, the newly augmented Glabrazu arm, just reaches out and is like, grabs his head, thumb goes in his eyeball, rips a big piece of his brain off, and throws it down on the ground, where he's like sort of staggering around for a little bit, and he falls to the ground dead.
Wow.
Next to his bomb, and that's it for Fletcher. What about Illendar? Bottom of the
No
order.
worm this time.
Nice job, Flesh.
No verm, yeah.
Uh,
He just ripped his head off, literally.
It's gonna come out to here
Okay.
and see that everything's well in hand.
You nod aristocratically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Indeed. This,
Except the bomb, if you can get that somewhere else.
I got that taken care of.
you're on the
Okay.
wrong side of the tower to take care of the bomb. What do? Just kick it over the side so it lands in front of some poor peasants?
That's
It's
exactly-
within movement range. I can get to it and then disable it.
Disable device.
Potentially. All right, Illendar, anything you want to try and do?
At this stage, no.
I
Let me-
shoot Gato.
Illendar would call out that Storm can be back in 30 seconds to get rid of. I mean, especially if Gato hasn't said anything, then Illendar would say, Storm will be back in 30 seconds to grab the other one.
The math works. So Storm will be back in 30 seconds. He can grab the other one, which has another 20 seconds, which means he'll be able to probably. Yep. So he gets 4 rounds. So he'll get 4 rounds. He can get it out there.
Well, you said 6, but I'm going to use Maker's Call, so Storm won't have to make the return trip.
You're just going to
As
yank him
soon as
back.
She drops it. I just snap my fingers and she's right at my side.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, yeah,
So-
that would work. Theoretically, the math works.
But like I said, he doesn't know what Don just said. He's just calling out to everyone. I can have her back here in 30 seconds to grab the other one.
Memo to self: sovereign glue that bomb to the storm. So no, the math works out. You could theoretically, Storm could be back in time, grab the bomb, fly it out over, release it, and then be snapped back with recall.
Yeah.
That would work. As much as I hate to admit it.
But like
All
I
right.
said, if God is going to do his thing, that will nullify. But that's just when Illendar knows right now, that's his plan.
Okay.
Well, if you yelled out that you're gonna that plan, then I won't worry about it. I'll just kill this guy.
Yeah, better to blow it up on the enemy than disable
Yeah,
it.
because that's where she's going to drop them both,
Yeah.
right? On the army that's coming in.
Yep. So she's still on her way out there dropping it
Yeah,
off.
she's still,
but
she's still got a couple rounds to get out.
And these are big bombs. So I mean, these things
they're
were
not more
definitely
than 19,000 pounds, and she can do it. They're 20,000 pounds.
So that's an interesting question. I think we should spend the rest of
the rest of the time.
the entirety of our next session discussing the various viscosity of liquids, barrel sizes, and weight.
Wait,
and
are
weight versus
these,
density.
Pretty
are
sure
these
Gordon and I are going to be out of town next week.
wait, are these bombs lined with coins?
Yeah.
They might be shrapnel.
Yeah,
They're
a whole-
shrapnel up.
I'm gonna be out of town next week with the Browns. I don't want to have anything to do with that.
All right. So that is the end of round 2. We go into round 3, and that is where we will begin next time when we join in A team. Thank you, guys. This was awesome. I appreciate it.
A lot of
Thank you.
fun, Les. Thanks for all the work getting us all set up for the next round.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
thank
glad
you
to
as
do it.
always.
If before you guys go, any questions on that stuff, hit me up. Otherwise, we will carry on. Welcome to book 6, the final book of Wrath of the Righteous.
Woo.
Okay, I'll see you all later.
All right.
Right.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Good week.
See you guys.
Night, guys.
Night.